everybody. Welcome into Cutlery Corner Network. I'm Todd Boone. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate all of you out there that watch the show and support us. It's because of you that we're here, and it's because of you that we get to offer merchandise like we're going to on this show. Some good stuff. Got a few Arno Bernards that are going to be in, like always, very, very low inventory. But you know what? At least we have some, and keep trying to keep them busy out there as much as we possibly can. Let them overcome this COVID stuff. We also received the keychain, the Arno Bernard keychain. It's ivory warthog tusk. Have those available. They go very, very quickly. A lot of good gift items. We have Santa Claus coming to town. 103-524, $38.50. Same price it was the last time, folks. That's from a warthog. You know, and they're beautiful critters too. Boy, you ought to see one of them. They're just so nice, and they're eye candy. Actually, I'm being facetious. They are ugly, but you know what? They have ivory tusk, and that's good. $38.50. Santa Claus. We have a free shipping deal that I'm going to explain. Those are going to be what I call the trick lock copperheads, the copperhead pattern that locks. $22.50 we'll be choosing because we have to, because of inventory. Red bone, blue bone, buffalo horn, or ox horn at that $22.50 price tag. So when you order 105884, we're going to pay the freight. If you want 100 pounds worth of knives with it, well, we'll pay the freight on all of it as long as you have that item number on the invoice. If you just buy one, we are going to pay the freight to the lower 48 states. And you also receive an entry now when you purchase the free shipping item, because it's a bulldog, and we're giving that away October the 7th. Heck, that is right around the corner. One only, the way that you see it, that was done. It's a bulldog fixed blade, like a Tennessee, Arkansas, or Texas toothpick, and incredible mammoth tree ring ivory, and that is the stallion. That is a Michael Prater custom. That's on a painted pony lot blade. You register at cutlerycorner.net. No purchase necessary, and we'll give that away October the 28th. So a lot of product that we're going to be giving away, folks. A lot of stuff. It's getting cool. At least it is here. I hope the weather's nice where you're at, and we hope that California gets some rain because they're burning up. But anyway, and stay safe, and try to stay as healthy as you possibly can. All right, you all ready? I am. Jim's pick, that's what we start out with, folks. He's picked a chip away. He's picked a green hand-carved bone-handled chip away, and guess what? $12.88. That's all that one is going to cost you, with a very, very nice double-stitched hand-tan leather sheath's going to be coming along. With that knife. Buy more than one of them. I mean, we're looking up, we're close to around $50 retail at $12.88. So you have genuine bone. You have it's a rat tail tang. It basically tapers down like a file or a rasp, and it caps off on the brass pommel. Sorry about that, Gil. Moving everything. I'm just messing y'all all up. That's the tang. Rat tails down, like I said, like a file or something. All the bones been completely carved by hand. You're also going to have some emerald wood spacers as well as black forest wood. I mean, but folks, for $12.88, heck, how in the world can you make a mistake on a $50 knife with a beautiful handle like what you've seen is popular and really good quality? The Chipaway brand is. It's $105,878 at that $12.88 pricing. This is going to be an add to, this is going to be the woo of the week. That is with order only. I love those Arno Bernard keychains, folks. I can't help it. I'm sorry. People buy them up. You know, I don't even have one yet. Maybe somebody will buy me one. Woo of the week, that's with order only. We've got the 3CR13 stainless. I was joking about that. Black oxide finish. That's a very, very hard, dense, rubberized handle, but yet it's got a little comfort to it that you'll like using the knife a lot. Have a compass on the very end of it, $9. You don't want to get lost now. $9.60. So let I look at this, and it's got a good sheath with it as well, one of the heavier denier sheaths. It's just a knife to use, you know, a camp knife or something, a go-to knife where you don't want to maybe mess up one that you paid some good bunch of money for. You know, a bunch of bucks for. And it'll hold up. It's stout. Buy more than one of them. I mean, heck, for $9.60, folks, add one to your order, or you can add multiples and receive that special pricing at $9.60 on 105881. This has just arrived. We have these in inventory because I saw them and had to count them, and you know what? It took a while. Actually not. We've got, I don't know, I think he brought us about 96 or something like that. Look at the pearl dust and the brand new, never before done cranberry Coraline, just in time for the up and coming holidays, folks. Everyone's going to be different. I've looked at them and they all look good. The Choctaw, well, that's a knife that I'm sure he cusses under his breath every time we give him some, which we don't do often anymore because it's tough. That is a difficult knife. It takes a lot of time to get that Coraline cut right. Because of the way the handle is, but you know what? It's the holidays, and we thought that this one was the perfect pattern to introduce the brand new cranberry Coraline on. It's just $38.50. So all of you Choctaw collectors, and I know that there are many of you out there, add one of these to your order or buy one. I like every one I saw. And because he's done a lot of painted ponies, we had the Winchester show and all of that, and painted pony Winchesters and his painted ponies. He had some pearl dust. And you know what? He didn't cut back on the dust when he put it in this cranberry. Yeah, that's nice. That is a good one to buy. That is a good one to own. 105842. It's also an excellent gift item and what I think is going to be quite the popular Coraline handle. All right, this is going to give you an entry at $45 to win that beautiful fixed blade that he's fixed up for you in Tree Ring Mammoth by Bulldog coming up October the 7th. Now, if you buy two of these, you would have two entries. If you buy the shipping item, you're going to have an entry for purchasing the shipping item. Look at that. Yeah, there's that fixed blade. That is some of the thickest Tree Ring Mammoth that we've ever had. Tree Ring Mammoth Ivory. Look at the European deer stag on that Bulldog. They even perfectly inset that dueling Bulldog shield. You have slant bolsters. They're ringed. You have a Premier Edition production run that's going to be printed on the spay blade, but the fact is it's stag, folks, and like the Buck Creek stag diamondback, they're gone. For those of you that have been asking about that, they're out. Stag's not, more stag is leaving the building than is coming into the building, and I don't think that that's going to change anytime soon. That one very nicely done. Good, ample amount of slab on each side of some good-looking hand-selected 5-star grade deer antler for only $45 when you purchase 587.93. That's the giveaway that's going to be taking place. Here's a Bulldog as well. This is the old Buster frame with 3 blades of 440 stainless, and I need to go ahead and point out, because a lot of people ask, and we got a lot of new customers to the show, that sticker's removable. All it is doing is showing you where a Rockwell test took place. Rockwell testing is done on a machine with the tip of a diamond in most cases, or the old school way, like Michael does. And it gauges the temper, and if it's tempered to hardness of 56, 57, or 58, well, it's good to go. If it's less than that or more than that, I guess you call it going back to the old melting pot. But anyway, that's a Buster. Most of the companies that produce these, it's a single-bladed knife. You have 2 additional blades here, and that is done in genuine ox horn. I'll show you the reverse side of it. Horn's going to be different. Sometimes it may be dark. Sometimes it may be white, have white in it, light, because it's a horn. It doesn't shed like an antler, like deer stag does. So the older the critter, well, the more character usually ends up in the old horn there. It's only $16.80, and you receive an entry when you purchase 10500 and a 6 on that entry to win. Somebody's going to win it. Going to win it October the 7th. All right, so the previous one that we had, you want to do that one for me, Drew, on that white sheet thing, please, if you don't mind? Drew here in the studio, Jessica and Gil, Emily, Chase is up there, Tim is up there. I need all the help. I need all the assistance I can get. Look at that. I stand for the flag. I kneel for the cross. God bless America. The previous pattern on the Sharps, they are all sold out. So this is the new one that we're doing because we got people that are buying these and wanting these every single day. We actually have a whole bunch of folks who bought these knives and they call back and buy more. I like this one. That's good looking stuff. Look at that beautiful wood. That's lasered. into the wooden handle, exactly the same price. This is also a heavy one too, isn't it? It's got some weight on this knife. This is very, very well made as far as just the knife in general. Now that's a 1680 denier sheath that you'll be receiving with that. Look at that beautiful wood. Look at that beautiful guard. Folks, $21.50. Very, very patriotic. Again, I stand for the flag. I kneel for the cross at that $21.50 price tag on 105/877. It will be as popular, maybe even more so, than the first one that we offered. Remember last year we had the Santa Clauses that, goodness gracious, we didn't have enough of them. Well, there were 77 of these that were made up. They were pre-boxed in the infomercial tapings that we do on the big sets that run on a lot of the cable networks, especially if you're up at 3:30, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. 77. Well, about almost a year later, guess what? Shorty's back there cleaning up, and he unveiled 77. We have 74 now. All right, they're already selling. This will not come back in. We have 74 available. However, there is going to be a new St. Nick Santa Claus. It's a little bit smaller because this one was heck of a, you know what? It was a fit to ship, folks. Had to ship out to you. Get that freight knife. What I'm recommending on this one, Hen and Rooster Santa Claus. And oh, Jessica, how many orders you probably turned away on this one? A bunch of them, wasn't it? Well, it is. It's available right now. 175th anniversary of Hen and Rooster, So St. Nick Santa. Stands up just like that. He's a good one, too. That's going to look nice. 74, there will be no more. There'll be a new one. It's a little bit smaller, and it's different. People are loving that one. 105/886. So we actually have 175th anniversary Hen and Rooster Santa Claus. It's a big-time collectible at that $39.95 price tag. Yeah, they will go quickly. They usually have a tendency to do. Getting in that Christmas spirit. Fall weather is upon us. Well, it's fall now. 105/885, the old Dragonfly. All right, you have a point-of-purchase display jar. These were actually done for retail stores, you know, put up by the cash register, had knives and stuff in them. Well, we're going to have knives in it also, 24 of them at only $18. It's 75 cents a piece. That's the old eagle eye with the keychain. There's the dragonfly, or firefly, excuse me. Got these little spider eyes. We got some cool little keychain knives, just little lot blades. I mean, they're nothing super fancy or anything like that, but heck, a good gift, or just give them away to somebody, put one in your tackle box, your tool box, or workbench, or whatever, and you have a pie, 75 cents. And then you know what these jars are really good for? For storing things, especially like, you know, nuts and bolts and things like that. They're really good also for those of you that work on firearms or anything. It's a good storage container, $18 for 24 of knives and the container at that $18 price tag. So yes, that is a special. It's 105/885. You can buy more than one of them if you want. That's entirely up to you. But that's 75 cents. Heck, we paid that for the knives, you know, at least. I Stand, I Kneel Trapper. This has also been extremely well received. On the top of it's a beautiful, beautiful white clad presentation case. I pledge allegiance of the flag, the United States of America. And that is going to be a collector edition smooth bone. Frost Cutlery Trapper. It has the oval tang stamp, as you see there. It has God bless. You want to white sheet this one for me, Emily? Got Emily back here doing stuff too. She's been doing a little bit of everything here lately. I'm gonna have you up here hosting, Emily. I stand for the flag. I kneel for the cross. Thank you very, very much. It's going to display. Now this is the card that's going to come with it. That's the Lord's Prayer. All right, and I'll show you what else we're doing. The Lord's Prayer, and then the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm going to sit this one right down there, y'all, just like so. And then look, there's the Lord's Prayer. All right, so the knife will display with the blades open. in this form, and being the way that that's really going to stand out. Just $32.50. It's been a good one, folks. Buy one if you can. 105-830. Really good price to it. $32.50. It's significant. It means a lot. That one does. Here is going to be. And I'll clarify, it's a good item for me to clarify. About 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whenever we started this, I thought under a CCN number like 105577, you received one entry. Well, guess what? I was completely, totally, absolutely wrong. But it didn't matter. I mean, I said that. You still got, it didn't affect anything. You received 3 entries, not one, because you receive an entry for that knife, an entry for that knife, and an entry for that. So you purchase this one item number, you have 3 entries on that buoy. It's $42.50. It's $14.17. So we had the ox horn available individually a while ago at $16.88. They still are. We'll have the buffalo horn available individually as well. I don't know if we do the autumn bone or not, or excuse me, antique green. Probably do. But anyway, they're only $14.17 when you purchase them in the collection. So you save money. That's the buffalo horn, just like the ox. All blades are 440 stainless. There's your Rockwell test. There's another one of the ox horn. And then that incredible, I really, really like how they have done. They did a real good job, actually, in my opinion, on that antique green bone. So it's a good $42.50 to spend. If you do the free freight knife, you'd have another entry. All right, so the freight knife, because it's a bulldog, whichever one of the locking copperheads you receive, you have an entry. That's what we're giving away, and it's as nice as in that picture as it's going to be in real life, folks. You're going to enjoy that item nicely. Hey, Mike put a lot into that. Did a heck of a job, Michael Prater. Here's one individually. A lot of peanuts do very well at this time of the year. The fact is, they sell all year. But during the holidays, little peanuts and toothpicks, they make really, really good gift items. You know, it's the type of knife that's you can't make a mistake with it. That's why they've been around as long as they have, longer than I've been selling knives. They'll be around longer than after I'm through selling knives, folks, because that's an American classic right there. It's a peanut. That's in buffalo horn. It's only $12.88, and put in that dueling bulldog shield on it also. And you can buy multiples. Every one of them that you purchase, you receive that entry on that giveaway that's going to take place. And it also has a Bulldog Premier Edition, I think that says, my Quentin Dawson spectacles. I got to find those. I need to get that little glass holder thing too. It's still in my truck, Quentin. I'm sorry. I'll get that too. I'm scared it might mess up with my mic. I'll figure something out on it. Because I got to keep up with my spectacles. I can't see. 105-838, only $12.88. That's all that nice buffalo horn, genuine horn-handled peanuts going to run you under that Bulldog brand. Well, let's see. I know. Look at that incredible. Just look at that knife. Those 4 brothers out in South Africa. Arno Bernard Sr. started it up in the, I believe in the 80s, got really going in the 90s. The 4 brothers took over. They're building knives for other employees for making a total of 8. Build something that is just, I mean, it's beyond spectacular. The quality of the knife, you can just tell that they pour passion into it because they're so perfectly done. Now, what in the world kind of handle is that for those of you that have never seen it? That is the bone of a kudu, the greater kudu of South Africa. They're huge, bigger than elks. Their horns, they spiral. They're like, I guess a trophy's like 50 plus inches or 52 inches or larger or something. But they're one of the few mammals in existence where inside of the horn, it's not an antler, it's a horn. It doesn't shed, it continues to grow, is a bone. That is kudu bone of the inner horn. The steel is a magnificent Bowler N690. It's $298. It's 100% totally, completely handmade. This one's, this is out of the Jackal series. It will get you, folks. It is sharp as a razor blade. You have a completely handmade leather sheath that is going to come along with this beautiful piece. There's just something about these knives. I have a passion for them to the likes that I've not run across anything in a very, very, very long time, and I probably always will. Look at that kudu horn. bone, I guess. There are only 8 of them, unfortunately, at $298 price tag. That was 103075. Now, those of you that are interested in some Arnos, we have some in stock. We're not going to have every single one of them on the show by far. They're all going to be low runs. They're kind of, you know, when you get 15, 20 different patterns and they're all low run, it's just kind of, you got to plan it out. But I guess to make a long story short, just visit our website. If you want Arnos, you want the larger knives, I got a couple of more patterns that are going to be coming up, and you want to get in on them first. We even have Mammoth Molar. They have the best Mammoth Molar I've ever ran across. Go to cutlerycorner.net, check out, buy you an Arno. $60 price tag for the last. I don't know if this is going to be the last 10 sets. I kind of was taking it that way because we're getting to the end of the road. There are only 200 of them that were produced. So this is a complete collection at $60 a piece, or if individually, they're $68.50. These are premium folding hunters, full size, just like a 65 pattern case, double X, same frame and everything, only it's a hen and rooster, it's an H&R. The name of the special Corlon, is on each one of the blades, as well as the limited to 200. We have the Freedom Spirit, we have Northern Lights, we have Glacier Falls, we have the Canyon Turquoise, and of course this was the pattern that introduced the Emerald River, the very, very hot, popular Emerald River, and we also have Phoenix Sun. They each come with a certificate of authenticity. They're going to have their own ballistic style belt sheath. Big knives, folks. Good looking stuff too. It's a lot of blade in these folding hunters. They've really taken off in all brands. And I like these tubes that they're going to come in. I can't help myself, but I'm going, you know what? I really like Northern Lights too. Like them all. Freedom Spirit and all of that, the patriotic. But there is something about this Emerald River right here. I mean, well, it's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Corlon handle on that knife. Close those blades up. Yep, look at the pearl dust. Look at the sparkle in that. Look at the build on these. $60 a piece. I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you so very much, Chase. Available on FlexPay at $180. You get the freight knife. There's no freight added to that. If you don't get the freight knife, it's $180 in the freight. And a month later, we charge you the additional $180 only. Thank you very much, Chase. Appreciate it. Because Drew didn't remind me. Cape Buffalo. Thank you, Drew. Cape Buffalo Bulldog, $68.75, 103644. So how many are we getting in here? 7. There are 7 entries. In other words, if Drew buys this, he has 7 entries to have a chance to win that Mammoth Bulldog fixed blade, but he's an employee, so you can't win it, neither can I, Drew. I hate how that works, don't you? This does have that trick lock copperhead, has a triple blade buster, it has a 3-blade premium Stockman, you got that large 4 1/8 inch classic trapper, there's a peanut, there's also a toothpick, all with matching genuine Cape Buffalo horn as a handle material, blade. These are, well, the Stockman, not all of them have the blade print, but most of them do. It didn't look like that trapper or that mini trapper had the blade print on it. For whatever the reason, they breaking down to what, about $9? $9.82, doing the 7 at $68.75. Sometimes the Buffalo horn has a tendency, it might have some white swirl through it. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's just black. You ever seen a Cape Buffalo or water buffalo, either one, they use both of them. Usually the horns are black, folks, but there is sometimes you get a little white swirl. But it's a good Bulldog brand. They're very, very well made, and less than a $10 price tag wholesale, $190 retail. All right, so don't get me wrong with the special price of $982 each or $68.75. So $190, $190 worth of product. It's $68.75 when you purchase 103644, and that is the beauty that we are going to be giving away. If you're just joining us, don't. We're letting the cat out of the bag. Not only do we have some of the Arno Bernards, but we also have the Arno Bernard Tusk keychain. And what I mean by tusk, that is a tusk from a warthog in South Africa. And it is ivory. It is completely 100% totally legal. It was legal even before the Mammoth came about and started selling. It's 103524. They're $38.50 for an ivory tooth, an ivory tusk from Arno Bernard in South Africa, and you can buy more than one, as lots and lots of folks do. But we're really not showing it other than flashing it because they have a tendency to go out so very fast that, well, I guess kind of we don't really have to. But that was 103.524. Right now, we have got the very first ever, I guess, that I could recall here just recently in the last week or so, Coy River's done in the full frame canoe. These canoes are hot. I'm glad to see that. They've always sold, but here lately, they've, the last year and a half, they've really taken off. I mean, look at the pattern. It's understandable. That is something nice. It's unique, and it just has that neat look to it. And it looks like, well, it looks like a dugout canoe that Native Americans would have paddled around in. We have bone stag resin, an antique brown bone, red bone, a beautiful blue bone. There's an ox horn, and then there is also a buffalo horn. And the fact is, a Coy River, when they put something together and they build something, they just do it right. I mean, they just do a they do a heck of a job. They're $10 a piece, right on the money, 6 of them, $60 price tag. There's the buffalo. They do a lot of good polish work, and they do a lot of good jigging in their bone. That's another thing. Now, that's bone stag resin. All right, so you have a resin that's heated to a liquid. It's you got to heat it up. Any stag that's been around, any bone that's been around, it's little pieces and chips. You know, Michael uses it at the end of the day. Well, they just grind it up. There's no reason to waste it, and they put it in the resin. They mix it, pour it, and dry. Then you have to pour it in the molds, and the molds are what's the big time expense. They make it look just like antler. In other words. So that's about $235 worth of merchandise with all the hand operations that they put in to building those at only $60. And the canoe collectors that are out there, there are more out there right now than there were 6 months ago. Well, that's a nice knife, and it's a good brand. Try it out, 10580 and A2. Deer hunting season, well, we're right there. Our archery season opens up. I don't climb trees anymore. I realized at one point in time, a long time ago, there was a thing called gravity. Yeah, so I usually stick to the ground. But anyway, I guess it's probably just because I'm getting old, folks. But anyway, archery season's opening up. A lot of seasons are already opened up. And there's nothing like a white-tailed deer and getting out there and seeing them, folks. And those of you that know someone, have family members, buddies, friends that really enjoy deer hunting, what a heck of a nice set to get them for the holidays. Run across these somewhere in the back of the warehouse, but they found them. That's a swell center Stagallon trapper. It's a big, heavy frame trapper. It's a lot larger than a normal trapper frame. Nice old lot blade going along with it. That's probably almost 4 inches, maybe not quite 4 inches, but a good size. And then we're going to have the Skinner, which has a mirror polish blade on it. It reminds me of the old Golden Spike by Uncle Henry and Charade. Those of you know what knife that I'm talking about. Done in Stagallon, and top all of that off, we got them all at less than $10 a piece. Actually, about $9.58 is what they break down to at $28.75 on that gift set. They won't be here forever, folks. We already have about 15% of them sold since we introduced it in just less than a week ago at that $28.75 price tag. This is going to, the Pocket Hunter sold out in the giraffe bone. Little Pocket Hunter, they are gone. There are about 28 of the copper lot. Now, there's something about this copper lot, besides the fact it's a 2020, a new decade 10 dot, out of the exotic series that they usually build about 500 of. This is the large copper lock that's been released from their vault. They just started showing some of those. They had this in the vault. The mini copper lock's really not mini, but it's a little bit smaller, about like a mini trapper. That is giraffe bone, more than likely from South Africa, and that's in its natural state. Embellished double X, they do not put a shield. It's tough stuff. It's tough bone to put a shield in, folks. Probably hard enough to get those pins in. It is so dense, it's so hard. $131.43 on the large or traditional classic copper lock and giraffe bone. That 28 are left. I don't know if we'll get any more or not. Usually we get an allotment when it comes to the exotic series. They get sales on it before they're ever even built, folks. This is without any question. Well, one of them's already gone in this D2 tool steel, hen and rooster. But look at this mammoth molar, or excuse me, this mammoth tree ring. It's from the tusk of a woolly mammoth. And it's ivory. And it came from Siberia. And it's on a hen and rooster drop point skinner that is custom handcrafted, handmade in D2 tool steel. They're sharp, they'll hold an edge. I'll set that down just like so. I just want to show you the reverse side one more time. That is the most unusual. See, this is what I like. I like the character when it comes to something like an ivory handle. I like it all, don't get me wrong. I mean, ivory's ivory and it is good. And when you get some that's, you can purchase and own that's over 10,000 plus years in age, well, that makes it just a little bit extra special, in my opinion. But then you get down to the little things like the way that this looks, and they're all going to be different, but I've seen several with this very unusual, unique look to it. Compliments of Santa Fe Stoneworks out in the Southwest. It's $228. One is already sold out. We only have a few of the pipeline remaining. We'll have the pipeline, and you'll be seeing those here or there somewhere, folks. But we're running out of all of them. And that was all of the knives, well, until we get some more. 105-782, in God's world, all lives matter. John 3:16-17, the blue titanium coat lot blade, it is completely gone. There are no more of them. The red goes good with blue, so this will be a good addition for those of you that are buying them and putting them up. But we have a lot of organizations that have purchased these in quantity and giving them away. I get that. I understand. Well, we've already have half of these sold out since we offered it. Half of these are gone already, folks, at $12.88. I was just looking at that. I just now realized it. It's done with the stainless steel frame. Look at the frame in that. That's red anodized aluminum, very well built. Nice blade, pocket clip, if you're going to carry it. You have the cross, profile of Jesus, and it opens in a jiffy, folks. It's 105-782, God's World, at $12.88 only. Sorry about that. Oh, look at that beast right there. That's this is a large knife for Arno and them folks, them boys out there. Now, just look at this knife, folks. Look at the steel, Bowler N690, kudu. It's kudu bone in the in the horn. It's the inner bone of the kudu horn. That is a lot. That was a big one right there. It had to have been. Unfortunately, there are only 6 of them. How many months had we waited to get 6 of these? Months and months and months. 100% totally, completely handmade by the 4 Arno brothers. Everything about it. They don't do CNC. They don't do anything like that. We're talking straight up knife making, folks, forging. Look at that beautiful, beautiful beefed up blade of Bowler N690. You get a heck of a sheath with it. You get these little cards. They also, we just asked maybe a little bit more gift type of a packaging, and you know what? They performed on it. Got the good Arno Bernard new box that only used to come with the custom piece. Or the other ones, I've heard they have a name for it, but they were the ones that cost more money. But anyway, you got a really nice box. We have $438 price tag on that, and to be in all honesty, for a handle material of that caliber, something as unusual and unique as that, and completely 100% handmade. They are the most affordable, extremely high caliber, high quality blades on the market for me. That's the way that I see it. $269. I mean, and again, there's kudu, folks. Goodness gracious, $269 price tag on an incredible knife. 103-446. It's called the Wild. I believe they might call that one the Wildebeest or something. Let me look over here on the box. I'll check that out. You got to watch those, Emily. Those Arnos will get you. You fooled with them before, though, haven't you? All right, this is actually known as the Zebra, and it is going to be out of the Grazer series on this particular one. Look at that knife at that $269 price tag. 103. I mean, that looks like fossil or something like that. the bone that is inside of the horn. See, you go over to South Africa and everything. One good thing about everything that they've been doing over there is this handle material and all of this stuff. This exotic handle material, it brings money to the villagers and the places out there. It reduces poaching. I mean, they got money in their pocket. They got, they get, they're not struggling. It reduces poaching. It helps. Safari International, it's a good one, folks. A good organization to join. That is just absolutely magnificent on that one right there. That was $103,446. That $269 price tag on it, and I need to check that one out right there. That is good knives. $12.88. I get fascinated, folks. I'll wander off sometimes when I start admiring something. $105,878. Jim's Pick at only $12.88, a little over $46 retail. I said a little shy of $50. This will display Bowie knives. This will display, I've seen people put pull sticks on these. A lot of retailers buy them. You know it's for a daisho, a katana, wakizashi, and a tanto. It's hardwood. It's very, very easy assembly. You just put it together. $9.88. We've been out of them for a while now. They're back. 2, 5, 4, 4, and a 5 at that special $9.88 price tag. And we have a 105, 188. At $9.88. Once again, that seems to be a good all-around hot price, doesn't it? A 5-blade, beautiful blue bone Congress. First generation. It's new old stock, folks, on that knife by Steel Warrior on a 105, 188 on that one. This is a actually it's a buy two, get one. Well, what it does is they're going to break down to less than $53 a piece. And that's roughly, on average, $20 off of each one of those sling blades that are done in 8CR13 MOV high carbon stainless. $20 a piece, not a total of $20. Saving money when you do that, and they're excellent workers. The middle one, carbon fiber G10, bottom one G10, the top one triple layer G10, and that is one wicked wild looking blade that you saw that G10 handle. And we have 105 to 229. At $29.95, those of you who put money in knives, you're investing them, you're buying good stuff, or you're just buying knives, period. Money's money. This is a good way to protect them and keep them from rusting, keep them oiled, keep them polished. Then they won't scratch anything. You can store them. They're easy to transport. Each one holds 16. If you use both of the elastic bands and you have the Digicamo carrying case, that'll go along with it, that $29.95 price tag. And you can check and see if there are any of these left at $58. They ran across a few more. It was not very many at all, but they did find some here. We do all these little spot inventories and stuff. Big building, 150,000 square feet, 3 stories tall. You can ask about it. It's Case XX licensed. Trappers that license the contracts rent out. Reduced to only $58, a heck of a deal. This all came about in 2019 because that was the year that was the 130th anniversary of W.R. Case & Sons. 130 years, folks. That commemorated, and they did it with this one. They changed a lot of stuff. There's not going to be the end of the decade single dot dating system on this. They removed it. They put CXX and an X. That's a Roman numeral date for 130. So 50, 60 years, 40, 30, 20 years next year. You'll know it was made in 2019 because that was the 130th anniversary. Golden Age bone, bomb shield special packaging also to commemorate 130 incredible years of Case, and 1,000 or less of those were manufactured. So it sounds like a lot. It is not. It is not at all. We offer them all of our displays and our sets of them are about done. We've sold them all out, so we're down to showing the individual stock. $58.90, 103455. That's the 07 frame mini trapper. Hey, we got some pennies here. Check this out. Are these Indian heads? Yes, they are. Jim's had all of these put back. He's a penny collector, a nickel collector, a coin collector. I'm going to pour some of these out, Drew. You all right? How many are they getting? 20 of them. 20 of them show them some different variations. I think Chase said he ran across a here's an 1898. There's 1907 Indian. All the dates are completely fully legible. 1905 on that one. 1881 Chase found. I wonder if he put that penny in his pocket. I'll give you a penny for it, Chase. Another 1889. How much is it? $40, $22 a piece. There's an 1899, folks. Compliments of James A. Jim Frost, 105840 at $40, 30-day money-back guarantee, absolutely on anything that you order here on this show, period, bar none, 30 days. And that is, always have and we always will do that. You know, there's a lot of good folks out there. Appreciate all of you. Chris Nardelli, Linda's waiting on you to call about that R&O carbon fiber, snakeskin carbon fiber. You better get on the phone with her. Robert Powell, thank you so very, very much. And again, spoke with Tim Scott, and he's just so tickled. It just, he's like me. He'd rather give a knife to someone than own it himself. Appreciate you, Robert, and all of you out there. Jasper, all of you got that giraffe bone set going for you. But right now I'm on Bulldog and Buffalo's 103-691 because it's the Bulldog brand. It's in buffalo horn as the handle. Toothpick center lock whittler. It's a 3-blade whittling knife with the main spear point blade locks. And there is going to be a premium trapper that we're going to be doing as well at just $31.50. So that's a trio. You'll have 3 entries into a chance to win October the 7th, that incredible Bulldog custom fixed blade, one only like it in the entire world. 3 chances because there are 3 knives. 1 entry per knife. That's how it's done. It wasn't the CCN numbers I'd referenced to about 2 weeks ago. So once again, I don't mind saying it, I was wrong. 103-691. Got great gift items. Got a chance to win something spectacular. And you got a good deal, good price on them. $78 worth of product at $31.50. And there's a look at that incredible fixed blade that somebody's going to win that. October the 7th. This is going to be the giraffe bone toothpick. Once again, I'll go ahead and throw it out there. The little pocket hunter, 2-blade pocket hunter, little mini hunter, they are completely sold out. They're all gone in giraffe bone. They get gone in all handles. This one is still remaining. There were a total of, I think there were 6 of them. You'll see other patterns throughout the show. Sheila has some, the gun stock frame, just keep watching. But the people are buying these up. $116.75, giraffe bone that came out of South Africa. Most of it, once again, you know, it may not sound good and people may not want to hear it, but it's a fact of life and it's the way that it is. A lot of this bone comes from lion kills, and the villagers, well, they go get the bone that's left and they sell it. All right. Well, it's bringing them money. I mean, it's just going to sit there anyway. The lion's done what they need to do with it, and brings them money and less tendency and less need. It's not as much necessary to poach. Not that they all do, but they know that it works. It's proven. That was an awesome item at $116.75, and it will be gone too. 105-676. None of them are lasting. They're not sitting around. We're working on getting a complete set, but you know, I don't know right now. I just don't know how. It really can't plan a lot. Unfortunately, with them being the case, being shut down as long as they were. Our today's special 105-846. This is a good one too. These are Quicksilvers. These are good knives. They've been around a while. This is good stuff. They're $65 a piece retail. They're exactly the same design, bolo blade, little flare out, weight front, weight forward type of knife, good choppers, good camp choppers and things like that to use. They have a real nice, comfortable grip as well. It's not a plastic. That's like a very nice cushion, soft grip, craton type of material, rubberized. It's going to have the black oxide finish with that awesome quick lightning bolt strike, Quicksilver logo. You've got the little brass square. That's going to be done on both sides of the handle, and these are going to also have those heavier, this is that good heavy 1680 denier belt sheath that'll come along to carry each one of those. Yeah, they're suckers will get sharp on you real fast too, folks. real fast. And that's a false edge on top. It's not sharpened down. I know it looks like it is. $130 worth of knives. Like I said, $65 a piece. We're at $28.50 as our today's special on a 105/846. 45, well, that was the normal price. It's not right now. Trapper Elite's a good collection at $98. Look at the beauties here. These are Steel Warriors, and these are going to have some of the handles on the trapper pattern that you're not seeing a great deal of, except in some of these collections, these larger collections. Like I know that the crocodile or alligator bone, actually I think they may have called that one crocodile bone. That's a new old stock handle. Well, I just looked at those. We're getting real low on the crocodile bone. Imitation tortoiseshell. That's another one that we're kind of dwindling down on. We have. There's going to be an ox horn. There will be a buffalo horn. There's also a second generation black and gold shield banana bone. It's new old stock on it. We have the orange bone that is going to have the. It's going to be shieldless. There is no Steel Warrior shield on that. That's ox horn tiger stripe. So it's tiger stripe on ox horn. We have autumn bone. Where there's also going to be red bone. There are a couple of different red bones. One's a little bit darker. They call that red oak. And then you got a lighter red bone, real Christmassy. Good-looking handle materials, all set at $9.80 on the. As good as these Steel Warrior knives are built nowadays, yes, yeah, that works. $281 is the retail. I'd pick up on freight whenever you could, folks. Get that one of those bulldogs. We'll be sending you in that trick lock copperhead, 105. I'll get it here in a second, or Chase will pop it up there, probably before I get over here and see it. So there are a few of this there are a few of the 7 pieces that are left on this. I would get the freight knife on it. We are running out. Well, I know the centerpiece, the cheetah, the swing guard, very, 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 very low. Actually, we're going to have 14 of these. The muskrat, Jim Frost pulled he pulled the 15 muskrats, and they're on his desk. But we have 14 left because that's the end of the road on the muskrat. They're never going to be made again. We have the toothpick, we have the peanut, we have the full premium trapper, the mini trapper, and the 3-blade 18-frame Stockman. Now the trappers and the Stockman, there were probably more of them made, but it's 1,000 or less, very low on the cheetahs, all complete set other than the Barlow. It was originally 8. You'll have the 130th anniversary packaging. It's $550, folks, and they're all getting gone. $914 a retail. This is a $150 display from case that we're going to include with it. The displays on the wall, or you have fold-up legs on the bottom side of it. And I think this is the largest one they do. Double brass key lock, like I said, wall. Or you can just set it up like I'm doing right here. Oh, sorry. Put it down just like so. And because of the display, it's beautiful. It's $150 value. The freight really helps on that because it's one of those oddball type of items to ship. But all in all, removable of removing the end of the decade single dot and a replacement with the Roman numeral 130. It's just that's just all collectible there. And then the limited production that was built, 105,780. 14 remain at $550. There's that freight item, 105,884 at $22.50. That is a bulldog copperhead, but the main clip blade locks the big blade, and there's no visible locking mechanism. I want to show you one here in just a second. I'll show you those of you that don't understand what I'm talking about. I'll do this Caribbean Blue Bone. These are the mini trappers by Bulldog. Close to, not the exact same pattern. All right, so this is a freight knife. This is one of the handles. All right, this blade, there's not a lock anywhere. But there actually is. This blade, I cannot shut this blade. It's not going to shut. It's locked. I depress the pin. It's the most expensive pocket knife pattern we build right now. That's a multi-blade pocket knife. Expensive to do that. It's one of you're not seeing it anywhere else. That's our freight knife. Now we're back to these mini trappers that we're doing at $52.70. 5 cents on them, yes. Once again, nicely done, that beautiful antique green bone. And then you have the Christmas colors. That's what I like to call them, that beautiful Caribbean blue bone. You have red bone, you have ox horn. You're also going to have buffalo horn. They're about $10.55 a piece. Now, there will be, for each order of this item, we have less than 60. We have less than 60 sets left. But if you order this item, you receive 5 entries, 5 tickets, say, to win that fixed blade. Not one, you receive 5 because there are 5 bulldogs, there are 5 knives that are in the collection. And slant bolster on them, 440 high carbon surgical stainless steel. You're going to have, I believe, on these particular ones, they Rockwell tested the, I believe it's the Spay blade. I may be wrong on that. It won't be the first time. Let me double check on that. But you got the Rockwell test. It's just a sticker. Yeah, it's a Spay blade. You just pull it off. So all you have to do is just showing you where the indentation. You'll see the indentation where it was tested. But very nicely done. They have some good packaging. The way packaging works, real good. You'll like these knives. Well, we have less than 60, so there are a whole lot of folks out there that not only interested in winning that fixed blade knife, because I know bunches of you are, but a good quality knife at a real good price. $162 retail value at that $52.75. Well, we got a little Ohio silver. I know what, I got this Arnaud Bernard tusk key ring. That's warthog tusk, and that's ivory, and it's $38.50. And I can't stress enough how fast these go. Arnaud Bernard, warthog tusk, warthog from South Africa. Well, they're fast too. Suckers are tough. Look at Hi-Ho silver there. Hi-Ho silver away. Look at the mirror polish on that blade. Look at that beautiful stallion. And then you have this handle. It's a lot of steel too. $24.95. You've got this handle that it will turn and change in the light. It is a visible full tang. Even the tang has been all mirror polished. The tang and everything on that one at that $24.95 price tag. So those of you that enjoy the Lone Ranger, you like horses, you like Hi-Ho silver, there's one of the few that you'll ever see on a blade of a knife. 104,657, it's only $24 and 95 cents is all that is going to run you on Hi-Ho silver. Oh, is this Peggy Sue? Goodness gracious, the texts and all the stuff that I have received about Peggy Sue from friends, customers, a lot of friends. You know, I would have never dreamed, because I don't know it all, never will, never claim to. I would have never dreamed that this would have been as big a hit as it was. Peggy Sue got married, old legendary Buddy Holly. King of rock and roll, $13.88. Yeah, these are getting gone. This doesn't have much more time left on it. This frame of the knife's going to be gone. Lead edge stiletto, very well done. Old Peggy Sue goes back with that time frame. The old switchblades, stiletto printed on it. $13.88. People buying those in multiples as well. On a Peggy Sue, 1058 to 34. It's a good name too. Check her out. Look at her. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Good job on that. There's Peggy in her piggy tails. 105569. A duo. Yeah, oh, these are beautiful too. Look at what Mother Nature does. You know, we can try all we want. Michael Prater can come up with any core line he wants to come up with. Nobody beats Mother Nature when it comes to a beautiful handle material, natural. Saltwater mother of pearl, look at the colors. This is a copperhead pattern. All right, this is kind of like a 49 case XX copperhead. Of course, it's not a case, it's a bulldog, but I use that as reference. You don't see those 49s at all. They ought to be bringing that one back out too. And then look at the abalone. Abalone, it just depends on where you're from. There are only 53 orders, so yep, that one was quite quite popular as well. And it should be $29.53 for that caliber of a handle. It's steel, Rockwell test, just good stuff. Dueling Bulldog shield embedded in the acrylic to protect the beautiful shell handle. Less than $30. That's less than a third of the retail on that item that you just were checking out on that 105569. But there are not very many of those copperheads. Might just be one of them. But that's all it takes, is just have a few left of one handle, and you might have more of the other. This center lock. So at Trick Lock Copperhead, that we're doing as a shipping freight item, free freight, free shipping. And anything else you want to add with it, we pay. We pay the freight. This is a 3-blade pocket knife, and this blade locks. Now it has a visible locking mechanism, but check around, look around, do your Googling. How many multi-blade pocket knives by companies make one, produce, manufacture one, put forth the time and effort to have one main blade that locks? It looks like old cigar whittler. Well, we do it, and that's why they do so well. Put a little into it, folks. It's only $16.88 in Buffalo Horn. 105837, center lock whittler. Here's saltwater mother of pearl. This is a nice big old premium trapper. It's a big one, the largest one that they make. But it's standard, you know, as far as overall length of trappers. Slant bolsters look good. Shield looks good. The pearl, the packaging. The packaging shows the old original Bulldog factory. Let me show that here. Let you look at that. Look at the colors. Look at the fire in that handle. Fire on the mountain. Look at that. Pearl, pinks, teals, some reds. All are going to be different. Less than 100 of these are left at $35. It's 104-546. That's the old Bulldog factory in Solingen. Some people call it Solingen. Some people call it Solingen. Some people call it Solingen. It's over in Germany, folks. $35 price tag gets you that beauty. Look at that. That light hits that knife right there. 104-546 at $35 on that Bulldog. Oh, I see old Wooly right there. Oh, Wooly's come back, hasn't he? Got some DNA. They'll recreate a woolly mammoth. You watch and see. This is, oh my God. Look at this tree ring ivory from Santa Fe. They call it caramel, $220. After century upon century, thousands and thousands of years, you have elements of the earth. There's coppers, the minerals. There's iron phosphate. It changed. We could only get 20 of these. You're seeing it, this is the first day, folks. Look how unusual that is. Look at this reverse side. This is integral single forged Damascus steel on a hen and rooster, 1095 carbon 15N20. Yours will be different than this one. But by gosh, look how they custom tapered that as it approaches toward the blade. It's all one piece of steel, and then they tapered the mammoth. The tree ring, woolly mammoth. See, that to me, when I look at that, I see something very, very old. And look how they finished that one out, and they stabilized it and everything. It's got that shine to it. $400 retail, $220, 105,843. But there were only 20 of those. This is going to be Yellowstone. Yellowstone is a hen and rooster, kind of a little bit larger than the normal frame of an upsweep deer skinner. I mean, they're all different sizes, and basically it's just a particular pattern. It's upsweep skinner. And they've been made by many companies besides hen and rooster, but this is a good one. Look at the incredible stag. That is a European elk out of the Black Forest. It was purchased in 2019, and actually he bought it. It was Poland where he found it, Jim. And it took a long time, but you know, it's all worth the wait. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stag. There's going to be just a high caliber, nice leather sheath that Hen and Rooster does, and Jim Frost, James A. is going to be doing the honors, folks. He's going to be autographing that sheath. Look at that antler, got the thumb rest on it. Always knocking something on her. This segment's almost over. Good, gosh. Look at that stack, folks. 4116 steel from Germany. Yellowstone, printed on the blade. It's $68.75. There's the trick lock copperhead or hidden lock copperhead by Bulldog. You receive an entry, you buy one, you receive one of the handle materials that you see. We pay the freight, you receive an entry. If you have 100 pounds worth of knives, we pay the freight on all of it. That's on your invoice. It went very, very quickly, but you know what? I got a lot more to go. Please do not go anywhere. You know, I've never figured it out how there's 60 minutes in an hour. And that's what I remember that. I was taught that, you know. I actually went to school for a while, Drew. It didn't stay long, but I went. I found out I had better things to do. But that was just like 30 minutes. That last segment seemed like 30 minutes. Just snap a finger. That's why I'm getting old. Time goes by too fast. This is a nice Kershaw. Everybody's been checking this one out. Drew was checking it out and showing Emily. It's carbon fiber. Now this does not have the speed safe assisted opening. It's patented by Kershaw. It's not necessary. It's G10 and carbon fiber. That's where you reverse the pocket clip if you want to put it on the front. And Drew would probably be a perfect person right now to demonstrate. This is a nice Kershaw. It doesn't need it, does it, Drew? You can adjust it to whatever your preference is. You have that gunmetal gray. That's a nice knife. $54 price tag. It's called the Natrix. I have to check it out. I can't. I just have to. Frame lock. Yeah, that's smooth operated. It's good tension setting adjustment too. Yeah, that's faster than a switchblade. It's good stuff right there on that Kershaw at $54. 10330 and a 3. These are starting to take off. 32 years ago, you might have to help me with this one too, either Drew, you or Emily on that white sheet. I guess I should say pretty please. Now, these are Scout knives. All right, this is going to be with the certificate of authenticity, 32 years black bark bone, 100-year plus old bone. Buffalo Bill Cody. It's the museum where they do my Winchester serial numbers, rifles. Look at that Scout. All right, and then we're gonna have Wild Bill Wild Bill. Yeah, old Wild Bill. He stayed in Deadwood too long. $360. A 32-year-old antique premium grade A mint condition collection at that $360 price tag. George Smith, back in the 90s, serialized this, late 80s, 90s, autographed it, then you have the serialization. They kind of messed up on it, I heard, but anyway, they fixed all that. I don't even know if the 2,500 that were actually supposed to have been done were even done, folks. 32 years ago. Wow. $360 price tag. All right, we got some Dirt Busters. We had that trio earlier. We do offer them individually because we know not everybody needs 3. $16.88. That's done in genuine buffalo horn. Dirt Buster, why is it called a Dirt Buster? Where a case has a single blade sod buster. Basically, it's the pattern, it's the frame. A sod buster. Well, out of respect, even though that this has 3 blades, I don't like calling, using Case's name. So I just call it a buster frame, a good old buster. Kind of has almost like Stockman blade configurations, but you'll receive an entry to win an incredible fixed blade knife. It's going to be coming up, given away October the 7th. Fall will still be in the air from what I'm understanding. Tree ring mammoth and web turquoise, Bulldog, Tennessee, Arkansas, or Texas toothpick, I guess, depending on what state, which one of the name you give it. 15 inches in length, and it's going to be free. It is not for sale. We're giving it away. All right, this is that buy 2, get 1 free that we were showing you a little still shot graphic of earlier. You're going to have this This big old, I think this was like the Coyote or something, HCR13. These are like that Kershaw, or different. They're not assisted opening. Doesn't have to be. 18 polished ball bearings. Very little to zero. You know, there's always going to be some friction. This knife's going to last, all right, because of the lack of friction. Check that one out right there. So when you make this purchase, that one's going to come with a Cordura style sheath that can be more vertical or horizontal and have the other parts with it, the one I was holding, and that triple layered CNC cut G10. You're saving $20, right at $20 each, $60 savings. All right, they're all $72, $76. And well, now they're only going to be, we're going to be less than $53 at $158 for all three of them. But as with all of the sling blades, they are getting low in stock, all of them. We've got some, the boa and everything, that's about out. The Arctic Fox, we're running out of all of them. They all got bought. They're good knives. They're built right and they're built to last. It's 105-670, buy two, get one. Sling blade style at $158. And just look at this knife right here, the Sky Dancer, $47.50. Is that not some incredible look to a Damascus steel? Look how close the, look how tight this Damascus is. A lot of layers. $10.95. Now you put some 15 in, 20 in that, and I don't mind that at all. Giving it that, it gives it. You know, and some people have different preferences. Gives it that luster. Look at that fingerprint Damascus. $10.95 carbon. $10.95. You know, they like that using them for railroad spikes because it's tough stuff. Fluted on the front side of the blade. Fuller extends through. Blood groove. Also on the reverse. Dark walnut. Of course, it's a natural hardwood, so they're going to vary in what it looks like, all natural white, smooth bone. Chipaway's getting into it, and they're getting into it full bore because the Damascus steel's, it's hot. Everything goes in circles, folks. What was popular 50 years ago, 40 years ago, 30 years, 60 is coming back. It just has a tendency to do that, not just with knives, well, in everything. 105, 354 at $47.50. By the way, they had one heck of a nice leather sheath that's going to go along with it also. It's a Bearhead 6-pack. These are going to be a Coy River first production runs. Those are the FPRs. The Bearhead, it's a single bolster. It doesn't have the rear bolster, which is more common. It's kind of a common to have two bolsters on a knife like this. It doesn't matter to me. I kind of like the way these look. They're seashell engraved, so when I see that, Coy River, I know that they're going to be Rockwell tested. I also like this set, bringing back the original Coy River shield. At least it was the original for the larger knives, which is the fly rod. The fly rod shield. Look at that beautiful walnut drop point. A lot of 440 stainless. Rockwell tested the blade. That's genuine buffalo horn. We have two different shades. Shades of blue, not 50 of them. All right, we have two. One's darker and one's lighter. And then we have all natural white smooth bone. Then we also have some very, very, very nice red bone. And they just do a real good job with that jigging too. Where they've jigged these handles on the bone, the red and the blue. One all smooth. That's the one that's harder to come by. All FPRs with sheaths coming along with each one of them, $14.08 a piece, and less than 100. Less than, so people have bought this one up as well. I get it, I understand. $255 worth of knives at $84.50 on that Bearhead. And there's that freight item. That's an entry freight item also. We pay the freight, you get an entry at $22.50 on 105-884. You'll receive one of those awesome handle materials, red bone, blue bone, buffalo, or ox horn on a unique hidden lock, trick lock copperhead. Look at the pearl dust and the brand new, never before done cranberry Coraline, just in time for the up and coming holidays, folks. Every one's going to be different. I've looked at them and they all look good. The Choctaw, well, that's a knife that I'm sure he cusses under his breath every time we give him some, which we don't do often anymore because it's tough. That is a difficult knife. It takes a lot of time to get that Coraline cut right. Because of the way the handle is, but you know what? It's the holidays, and we thought that this one was the perfect pattern to introduce the brand new cranberry Coraline on. It's just $38. So all of you Choctaw collectors, and I know that there are many of you out there, add one of these to your order or buy one. I like every one I saw. And because he's done a lot of painted ponies, we had the Winchester show and all of that, and painted pony Winchesters and his painted ponies. He had some pearl dust. And you know what? He didn't cut back on the dust when he put it in this cranberry. Yeah, that's nice. That is a good one to buy. That is a good one to own. All right, this is going to give you an entry at $45 to win that beautiful fixed blade that he's fixed up for you in Tree Ring Mammoth by Bulldog coming up October the 7th. Now, if you buy two of these, you would have two entries. If you buy the shipping item, you're going to have an entry for purchasing the shipping item. Look at that. Yeah, there's that fixed blade. That is some of the thickest tree ring mammoth that we've ever had. Tree ring mammoth ivory. Now look at the European deer stag on that Bulldog. They even perfectly inset that dueling Bulldog shield. You have slant bolsters. They're ringed. You have a Premier Edition production run that's going to be printed on the spay blade, but the fact is it's stag, folks, and like the Buck Creek stag Diamondback, they're gone. For those of you that have been asking about that, they're out. Stag's not, more stag is leaving the building than is coming into the building. And I don't think that that's going to change anytime soon. That one very nicely done. Good, ample amount of slab on each side of some good-looking hand-selected 5-star grade deer antler for only $45 when you purchase 587-93. That's the giveaway that's going to be taking place. Here's a Bulldog as well. This is the old Buster frame with 3 blades of 440 stainless, and I need to go ahead and point out, because a lot of people ask, and we got a lot of new customers to the show, that sticker's removable. All it is doing is showing you where a Rockwell test took place. Rockwell testing is done on a machine with the tip of a diamond in most cases, or the old school way, like Michael does. And it gauges the tempering. If it's tempered hardness of 56, 57, or 58, well, it's good to go. If it's less than that or more than that, I guess you call it going back to the old melting pot. But anyway, that's a Buster. Most of the companies that produce these, it's a single-bladed knife. You have 2 additional blades here, and that is done in genuine ox horn. I'll show you the reverse side of it. Horn's going to be different. Sometimes it may be dark. Sometimes it may be white, have white in it, light, because it's a horn. It doesn't shed like an antler, like deer stag does. So the older the critter, well, the more character usually ends up in the old horn there. It's only $16.80, and you receive an entry when you purchase 10500 and a 6 on that entry to win. Somebody's going to win it. I'm going to win it October the 7th. Look at that. I stand for the flag. I kneel for the cross. God bless America. The previous pattern on the Sharps, they are all sold out. So this is the new one that we're doing, because we got people that are buying these and wanting these every single day. We actually have a whole bunch of folks who bought these knives, and they call back and buy more. I like this one. That's good looking stuff. Look at that beautiful wood. That's lasered into the wooden handle, exactly the same price. This is also a heavy one too, isn't it? It's got some weight on this knife. This is very, very well made as far as just the knife in general. Now, that's a 1680 denier sheath that you'll be receiving with that. Look at that beautiful wood. Look at that beautiful guard. Folks, $21.50. Very, very patriotic. Again, I stand for the flag. I kneel for the cross at that $21.50 price tag on 105-877. Remember last year we had the Santa Clauses that, goodness gracious, we didn't have enough of them. Well, there were 77 of these that were made up. They were pre-boxed in the infomercial tapings that we do on the big sets that run on a lot of the cable networks, especially if you're up at 3:30, 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. 77. Well, about almost a year later, guess what? Shorty's back there cleaning up, and he unveiled 77. We have 74 now. All right, they're already selling. This will not come back in. We have 74 available. However, there is going to be a new St. Nick Santa Claus. It's a little bit smaller because this one was heck of a, you know what? It was a fit to ship, folks. They had to ship out to you. Get that freight nice. What I'm recommending on this one, Hen and Rooster Santa Claus. And oh, Jessica, how many orders you probably turned away on this one? A bunch of them, wasn't it? Well, it is. It's available right now. 175th anniversary of Hen and Rooster. So St. Nick Santa stands up just like that. He's a good one, too. That's going to look nice. 74, there will be no more. There'll be a new one. It's a little bit smaller, and it's different. People are loving that one. 105885, the old Dragonfly. All right, you have a point-of-purchase display jar. These were actually done for retail stores, you know, put up by the cash register, had knives and stuff in them. Well, we're going to have knives in it also, 24 of them at only $18. It's 75 cents a piece. That's the old eagle eye with the keychain. There's the dragonfly, or firefly, excuse me. Got these little spider eyes. We got some cool little keychain knives, just little lot blades. I mean, they're nothing super fancy or anything like that, but heck, a good gift, or just give them away to somebody, put one in your tackle box, your toolbox, or workbench, or whatever, and you have a pie, 75 cents. And then you know what these jars are really good for? For storing things, especially like you know, nuts and bolts and things like that. They're really good also for those of you that work on firearms or anything. It's a good storage container, $18 for 24 of knives and the container at that $18 price tag. So yes, that is a special. It's 105885. You can buy more than one of them if you want. That's entirely up to you. But that's 75 cents. Heck, we paid that for the knives, you know, at least. I Stand, I Kneel Trapper. This has also been extremely well received. On the top of it's a beautiful, beautiful white clad presentation case. I pledge allegiance of the flag, the United States of America. And that is going to be a collector edition smooth bone. Frost Cutlery Trapper. It has the oval tang stamp, as you see there. It has God bless. You want to white sheet this one for me, Emily? Got Emily back here doing stuff, too. She's been doing a little bit of everything here lately. I'm going to have you up here hosting, Emily. I stand for the flag. I kneel for the cross. Thank you very, very much. It's going to display. Now, this is the card that's going to come with it. That's the Lord's Prayer. All right, and I'll show you what else we're doing. The Lord's Prayer, and then the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm going to set this one right down there, y'all, just like so. And then look, there's the Lord's Prayer. All right, so the knife will display with the blades open in this form, and being the way that that's really going to stand out. Just $32.50. It's been a good one, folks. Buy one if you can. 105830. Really good price to it. $32.50. It's significant. It means a lot. That one does. Here is going to be. And I'll clarify, it's a good item for me to clarify. About 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whenever we started this, I thought under a CCN number like 105577, you received one entry. Well, guess what? I was completely, totally, absolutely wrong. But it didn't matter. I mean, I said that. You still got, it didn't affect anything. You received 3 entries, not one, because you receive an entry for that knife, an entry for that knife, and an entry for that. So you purchase this one item number, you have 3 entries on that buoy. It's $42.50. It's $14.17. So we had the ox horn available individually a while ago at $16.88. They still are. We'll have the buffalo horn available individually as well. I don't know if we do the autumn bone or not, or excuse me, antique green. Probably do. But anyway, they're only $14 and 17 cents when you purchase them in the collection. So you save money. That's the buffalo horn, just like the ox. All blades are 440 stainless. There's your Rockwell test. There's another one of the ox horn. And then that incredible, I really, really like how they have done. They did a real good job, actually, in my opinion, on that antique green bone. So it's a good $42.50 to spend. If you do the free freight knife, you'd have another entry. All right, so the freight knife, because it's a bulldog, whichever one of the locking copperheads you receive, you have an entry. That's what we're giving away, and it's as nice as in that picture as it's going to be in real life, folks. You're going to enjoy that item nicely. Hey, Mike put a lot into that. Did a heck of a job, Michael Prater. Here's one individually. A lot of peanuts do very well at this time of the year. Fact is, they sell all year. But during the holidays, little peanuts and toothpicks, they make really, really good gift items. You know, it's the type of knife that's you can't make a mistake with it. That's why they've been around as long as they have, longer than I've been selling knives, and be around longer than after I'm through selling knives, folks, because that's an American classic right there. It's a peanut. That's in buffalo horn. It's only $12 and 88 cents, and put in that dueling bulldog shield on it also. 105-838. You know, this is a unusual shield on this Case XX. It kind of has a little Christmas look to it, does it not? It's called a quatrefoil. Wow, like a clover, like a suba on a katana. It's slick black, synthetic, good worker that looks good. Still did all the mirror polishing on the blades. Slick black with a red quatrefoil foil shield. And then you got a good price on it too. Just $54.35 is all that not that often seen case trapper is going to cost you, folks. 104-759. Old teardrop jack, single blade, amber bone. Compliments of Tony Bow's design. Looks like a teardrop, hence why they call it that. So I think it's a neat pattern. I'm glad to. And they've also been taking off all of the teardrops. So you have TB on the box, you know, and on the Tang stamp, because it's not Todd Boone now. I assure you, take my word for it, Tony Bowes did that one. $62.75, and it does have some good-looking bone on it as well. You know what? It's also a good, nice knife to carry, the way that it's been designed. That is an old number, 43,311. That's an old price, too, by the way, at $62.75. Look at there's that pewter shield that they've started using more and more of. Thank you, Case. I appreciate it. There are 20 of them at $70.45 in that beautiful curly maple handle material. You see what that shield does? It does not matter what handle that shield is used on. It just makes everything look different. It's also a new decade 2020 10 dot. That we've got going on. For those of you that are collecting them, there are 20 exactly available at that $70.45. 105-611. It is a newbie with that good-looking pewter shield. This is also $59.87. It's going to be the sawbuster. This is a junior frame, and you know what? It is pumpkin time, it's Halloween time, and it is harvest time, and this is harvest orange, which also looks awesome, and it's almost looking like that one would have what I would call like a corn cob jig that's been finished, what they call pocket worn. They buff it down. What it does is creates the look on a handle that would actually take years and years and years of everyday carry to make it look that way. So $59.87 on 105, $8.51 on the old little junior there, sodbuster style on that junior. This is new. We've not had it before, and I think people are going to like this one. By the way, old junior there was a 10 dot 2020 new decade. You know, did I mess them all up? Yeah, thank you, Drew. This will be a 10 dot. That is blue G10. That's a badge shield. It's a Slim Jim. There's a perfect shot. Lightning bolt S in case, 10 dots on it. Good shot there, Gil. I like that handle. This is going to be a hot one. We had 15. That's 3 boxes of 5. That's how they ship them. Now there are only 14 of the old Slim Jim, good-looking Slim Jim. It's $66.50. That's a nice-looking G10 handle. 105-874. This is brand new, folks. They call this vintage. Vintage bone. This is going to be, I believe that'll be on the 47 pattern Stockman, if I'm not badly mistaken. You're reading my mind there, Drew, aren't you? You know I can't see. 47 frame. Got my Quentin Dawson spectacles on. I can't see nothing. 10 dot vintage bone. That is brass. That is a brass shield. Yes, that is the 47 pattern. It's a heavy Stockman. This has never been made available until this very moment. Once again, there were 15 of them. We have 14 now. $71.30. This is going to be one of these little special handle materials that they have came out with for 2020. That's not. It doesn't look like that's going to be your everyday run-of-the-mill cataloged case knife. Handle materials. So those of you that are going to be collecting those, there'll be other ones that you'll see over the next few segments of shows. I believe there might have been about 7 or 8 of them, different patterns. This is the Perfect Pocket Barlow at $46.75, done in genuine deer stag. That's a 241 DS hen and rooster. Look at that cool looking little Barlow, folks. That's European deer stag too. What a good price on that one as well. $46.75. I like that new shield as well. The shield was more associated with the Barlows that were done in Spain on this one. This is the only way that they've ever made a Barlow. They've always been single blades. I've never seen a 2-blade hen and rooster. Right now, for the last 10 plus years, there've only been 2 sizes, 241 you just saw and 251. Old Granddaddy Barlow's gone. Now, there are not going to be a lot of these at $82.99 in that beautiful bone. This is the hardest one to get of the 65 frame large folding hunter. There are 6 of these. You know, I mean, it's not 6 that it's all we're ever going to have. That's 10 dot. That's new decade. New decade 10 dot, folks. But look at that beautiful rich bone. I just couldn't tell you. I have no clue when we're going to get any more of these in. I like how they did a lot of jig work in that one also. Nice leather sheath comes along with it. So 6 orders on it at $82.99, $329.25. Double X New Decade 10 dot folding hunter. And then these are always a big hit, especially as we start approaching the holidays. Not just this little Texas toothpick frame, but all of them that are done in the white synthetic with the red Sparks XX shield. $35.98. That is just as white can get, folks. And there's actually a little jigging that they've done in it. Hard to see, white out, washes out with the camera and all of that. But there's a little jigging. That's Sparks X Shield on that one at $35.98. Heck, I can't remember the last time I got to talk to anybody about that knife. It has been a while. A little over almost $56 retail. We're at $35.98 wholesale to you. $23,715. And then the 6.5 bone stag. There might be 6 or 7 of these left also. It pretty much is how any of these big frame knives like this, they move out quickly. Actually, we got a few more of these, which is a good thing. So 6.5 bone stag, that is bone that the craftsman at Case had put a tremendous amount of time, effort, and work into a jigging process to give it the appearance of a stag handle like a red India embargo deer stag. That's the look that they were going for, folks. A lot of work just in the handle. Leather sheath comes with this, just like the same exact pattern as the one that we had earlier in the bone, and this is bone too. But 6 is for bone and 5 is for stag, hence why they call it 6.5. 48175. These, all of the folding hunters go quickly. If it's something that you're interested in and you need it like pretty quick, call. Because when we run out, we have to pull all these items now because we just don't know. We don't have any idea when we're going to. We got $600,000+, over $500,000 worth of merchandise on order for them with them, and we'll get it. It just doesn't all come at one time, folks. They're doing the best that they can do, and they're doing, you know, my opinion, being shut down as long as they were in that state of Pennsylvania, which that judge reversed that decision. Thank goodness. They've done real good with working with what they've got. All right, Michael Prater, big. African Big Five Club. $34.50 gets you started out with one of the African Big Five series. The Big Five series consist of the elephant, the rhinoceros, the Cape buffalo, which is also a lot of people reference to as Black Death, the Panthera leo, which is the lion. See, I can speak. And then we have the leopard. Michael, look at that. That's all natural white, smooth bone chip away. Old classic hunting, just classic patterns of hunting knives, leather sheaths. There's a certificate of authenticity that comes with each and every one of them. So you start out with $34.50. You receive one. Next month, you receive another one for 5 months. On the 5th month, you're going to receive the display that's going to come with it, 12 by 18 blonde wood, and a large main certificate of authenticity. Now, if those of you that just want to go ahead and get it all done and over with, you like it and you got a use for it, and maybe for yourself or a gift, and you just want to buy it outright, you know what? We can work it that way too at $150. Now it's $30 per fixed blade, and you receive the display and the certificate and everything. I'd get that freight knife, by the way, anytime you see one of these displays. Help you out on, because we'll pay the freight. But this is a nice item. That's African Big Five we've had. We went probably 12 years without anything like it. Now they're finally coming back. Like I said, everything goes in circles. 105,884, that's that freight knife I was referencing to on a trick lock, hidden lock, copperhead, bulldog. Get you an entry as well at that $22.50 price, besides we paying the freight. We will be paying the freight. If that item is on your invoice, irrelevant of what that shipping charge would be. And the entry, the ticket, however you want to call it, it's going to get you one of those. Somebody has to win it, and it will be the only one. Jim let go of 2 other ones that he had in his office. They're going to be different than the one that you just saw there. Oh, look at this beautiful piece right here. Is that 101? That is a Buck 101 fixed blade. They are totally discontinued. Buck does not make these. Michael ended up being offered all the parts that they said they had parts to build them, and he took them. Came with originally an ebony wood handle. So it's based on the 110 folding hunter that's commonly used on painted pony knives, nickel, silver, and or brass. This will be the first 5. You have Canyon turquoise, the brown, obsidian, and some turquoise. You have spiny oyster, tree ring, woolly mammoth, a certificate that's notarized and autographed by Mr. Michael Prater. The painted pony display is going to stand, a magnetic stand is going to come with it as well. And the production that is taking place on this item, what you see on your television right now at that $525 price tag, is limited to 5 in the entire world with tree ring woolly mammoth. 5 in the world. That knife looks good right there. Kind of has that like a southwestern type of look, and that's also something, that's a theme, it's a look that people have been responding to a lot this year. But 5 exist. 105,869, $525. This is the Cub from Steel. Cub pattern, nice little lock blade. It's going to be done in curly birch. Look at that beautiful handle. This is completely 100% entirely handmade. All handmade, folks. 14C28N. It's a steel that's from the Sandvik company. Very, very, very good stuff. All completely handmade in Spain. World renowned. They've been, their craftsmen have been manufacturing, building swords for centuries. Voted everyday carry knife multiple times, I do believe, and I understand why. These are just very, very nice knives. They're very well made. They're pleasant. They're easy to look at. They're easy carry. All stainless steel. You got some liners that are in there as well. And look at the beauty of a curly birch handle. $120. Look at that blade design. That sucker is sharp too. Be careful. You have a leather pouch that's going to come with it. That's the packaging. You have a fine grade 320 grit, I think is well, it's in there, the leather pouch. So we'll end up having to send this one out. I don't mess it up. There are only 13 of them. I can get to, and then some polish, some wipes, polish wipes, $120, and it is a beauty, and this is good stuff. That was 105,896. How about a little old Dumbo? You know, I've been called that. Dumbo, yeah, quite often. Probably people right now at home calling me Dumbo. See that keychain right there? I can't help it, folks. That's ivory. It's a warthog tusk. It's from Arno Bernard. As you look at this beautiful Coy River sunfish, this actually has Dumbo because it has an elephant. I might need your help on this, Drew or Emily as well. It has an elephant on the blade. It's a reverse frost etch. And the frost etch It's nothing to do with Jim Frost. It's just what it was called way before. $16.27. Look at the unusual pattern. I mean, that's just an attention getter. It got mine. And look at the work that they did on that beautiful, rich brown bone. All that jigging. Lot of knife. Probably not an everyday carry. But by gosh, it's a centerpiece. It's a display piece, and it is a collectible. 103,524 if you want an Arnaud Bernard warthog tusk ivory keychain from South Africa from the Arnaud Bernard folks. It's $38. It's the same price as it was the last time, $38.50, and the people will buy more than one of them. I cannot really stress how fast that those go. We actually got a pretty good quantity on them, but still, I mean, 1,000 isn't enough. 500 isn't enough. We sell them every time we show them, and we didn't get that. Trust me. It was 60661. $62.50. This is another one of those premium folding hunters like we had on the carousel that Case did. The one you saw on the bone, the 6.5 bone stag, but this is handmade German bull. Red bone's still out, by the way. There were some buffalo horn and some ox horn in this frame that arrived, not stag. Zero stag. What we have right now is what we have, and there is not an answer that I can get anybody to give me on when any more of these, and that European deer stag's going to come in. Sorry about that, Gil. I like that bulldog shit. Look how perfect they put that in that stag. It's tough. I mean, it's not an easy task. Look at the thick, ample amount of antler. Yeah, it walks and talks. That's the way they are supposed to sound, folks. It's a whole heck of a lot of knife. That's why you got a sheath that comes along with it. And I'll show you what big old folding hunter. I mean, that's just classic. Many, many moons ago, they'd wear overalls and they'd carry that in the top pocket. They didn't worry about a sheath. That's a lot of knife and some beautiful stag and a good brand. Dadgummit. At only $62.50 on 60661. Okie dokie. These have come into stock. Everybody's free knife is already gone. It's on its way to you. Tim got these done. Finally, he has to finish them. He has to make sure they all work right and everything. And I get that. And I appreciate it, especially this older stuff. We just call these, it's called the Bronze Series. So you're going to have the getaway. All right, they're either escaping the train with some loot or somebody's going after them. It's going to be one or the other. You have both sides, 1900 to 2000. There's Winchester, thick frame on it, 1095 carbon. And then you have the getaway, which was the train, and the getaway, $29.95. I think he said he sold these to dealers for $20, $19 and $20. So we got a good one here for a pair of them at $29.95 for Winchester fans. Just a nice knife. The 105 715, the pair at $29.95, and they are different. Not the same. That was we're carrying on that show special price that we had back when Tim Scott was here joined us, and it was a pleasure. Had friends like those shows, like doing them with Jim. It's just always having a good time. I better move my water bottle. Trophy Stag did this particular Damascus. Everybody's wanting in on the bandwagon. I mean, Damascus steel's awesome. Tough, strong stuff. You use 1095 carbon, you're going to get a good steel. 15N20 gives it a little luster. It will help slightly in rust prevention. But it is going to turn. That's what Damascus steel does, and that's what it is always going to do if it's, real Damascus. It's got a walnut, a handle on it. You got a nice saddle fit, belt sheath, like pistol style saddle leather. Belt sheath that's coming with it. Just good, especially for only $34.50. That is all that knife is going to cost you. $34.50, folks, and you can get in, you can try it out. You're not breaking the bank anymore. It's $92 retail. The fact of the matter is, 5+ years ago, we couldn't have sold that less than $92, and the retail would have been about $100. We'd have been lucky to get in on one of those in Damascus at a $92 price tag. Several years back. Look at the tusk on this Damascus on a single forge integral. big buck hunter, hen and rooster. Look at the age on that. Look at the wear on that. That's probably one of them older woolly mammoths. You have a woolly mammoth certificate of authenticity that comes with it. Santa Fe did the handle on these single forge. There were only 20 of each one, and we had one just a little bit earlier. There were 20 of it. There are going to be 20 of it. The one that we had earlier, the difference was it was called caramel. They're separating theirs. The darker ones are going to have a particular batch, and then like what you see here, the lighter one. The tusk is the incisor of the woolly mammoth. I'll show the reverse side on this. Leather sheath comes with it. This is all one single piece of Damascus. They didn't acid wash that part. They acid washed it to that part, but it's the same steel, same Damascus steel that's in this blade. All of it is. Here's the reverse side. There's the old woolly. Got a wire cut butt deer. And that Damascus steel too. Doing the sets. 20 of them, $220. The caramel that we had earlier, and I've gotten to where I kind of like a little character in this woolly, and that's got it, and the caramel did also. 105-845. Look at that big old sucker behind there. Oh yeah, 9mm pistol snapshot. Drew, you might have to do the honors on this. You or Emily. This is an assisted opening pistol knife. You got to watch it. You know, you don't want to be walking around. Because it's not a gun, or it's a knife. What was that old saying? You don't take a knife to a gunfight. We don't want no gunfights, but just be careful with it, folks. I'm not joking. Now you got a little pistol sheath that comes along with it. There you go. That's how it's supposed to work. Lead Edge are just good folks. They make good stuff. People love these things. I get it. That's a natural checkered wood handle, just like you'd have on a scale of a 9mm pistol. 1911 kind of style on that. And good. We've had that price for a long time, folks. $15.99, and people buy these things like crazy. Glad when we can get them. It's CCN 1000 and a 96 from the good folks at Elite Edge. Been doing business with them for decades. Good, trustworthy people. That's why we like them. It's a close relationship. $17.22. This show's special. Yeah, that is $5.74. Those are Valley Forge. Yeah, that's the star, Sheriff's Star Shield on two of them, red bone and blue bone. Buffalo horn. German steel now is what we used in these particular Valley Forge. Valley Forge is the brand that we own now, the name. The company, the factory was in Newark, New Jersey. They're not there any longer. And Boker started the factory. They knew something good. Look at the build on that knife. That is, you can only put one together so well. Now, it doesn't matter if it's $5.74 or $500.74. You can build it to a certain extent, and then you've reached it, the apogee. And blue bone, red bone, and buffalo horn with nickel silver bolsters and a keen, sharp German steel clip blade, sweeping style. Almost gives me like a muskrat blade. But yeah, drop the bottom out of that at $17.22 for that trio, 105-089. Choctaw Pride, red, white, and blue bone, American flag shield, Choctaw frame. Done on a steel warrior. Had that cranberry earlier. Hope you got in on that cranberry. I know most of the people who start collecting these Choctaws, they end up with all of them that we can do. It's just like a little folding buoy. It has a lot of steel in it. 440 and finger grooves. There's something, everything about that knife. I always know when I'm going to like one by the way I can maneuver it, and everything just seems to just go right to fit. You know, the way that I like it. I used to skin. I used to have one of these in Audubon. I couldn't tell you how many deer I probably skinned. Till my buddy decided he wanted it better or more than me, and that was all right. 1475, 104-346, red, white, and blue, and that is bone. And then that incredible, awesome, patriotic American flag shield, $32 retail on that one. Now this is a Sharps. This looked like old Civil War. It's got that rich look to a hardwood handle, and then you're going to have almost like that antiquish. Is that a word, antiquish? Look, the way they finished that finger guard on it, forefinger and or pinky. 1480, 3CR13 stainless. It's probably not, Drew. Isn't that neat looking? It's on the end cap on it. And then that heavy, it's a 1680 denier sheath at that $14.80 price tag from Sharps. This is another one that people really, really gravitate toward. We don't offer it, or at least I haven't, not much here lately individually. They've been in some of our other collections, and every time we start making it available like what you see here, and especially less than $15, before you know it, you'll come in one day and they're gone. 104703. We're talking about that. We have been for a little bit here. Go through a lot of merchandise in a show, a lot of it. And then just one day, all this is gone, this is gone, this is sold out, this is sold out. I guess that's the way it is. That means you like the product, so it's a good thing. Case has manufactured, I always call them knife packs. I used to make them with Star Sales. A knife pack to protect your investment. This is as thick as any one that I have ever seen or spoken about. It is, like I said, you could use that as a pillow. Very, very soft. There's not anything on this. It's like a velveteen that is going to scratch a bolster. You have dual slots per knife frame. This is the only one in stock right now. There are two larger sizes. This is the 24 piece at $68.75. Just a couple of dozen of those is all that we have. So this is another one of those items. You put it on an air show a couple of times or whatever. We ended up a while back, a week or so ago, we actually looked and had like 30 something of them. We have 25 right now. But before you know it, they're all going to be gone. And these actually are time-wise arrive slower than knives do. I mean, they're putting all their effort right now into blades and making knives and stuff, but it's a very, very good one. You're investing money, and it's the way it is. It's your hard-earned money, folks, and if you're going to put them up, you want to keep them, you're collecting them, or you want to leave them to children or brothers or whoever, yeah, it's good to invest a little bit of money to take care of them. The Vietnam veteran buoy, this has also been doing extremely well. We've had a lot of response about this item from veterans. Thank you very, very much. It's all been good. It's all good. It's 14 inches, I do believe, 15 inches in length. A little bolo style blade, flag handle on it, and then it's that beautiful, vibrant artwork, print that's done on the front of the blade. I mean, they do a veteran proud. I know it's a bad time, and it was terrible. It was absolutely awesome. Awful is what it was, folks, but it is what it is. It is a part of history, and I know with the response that I have seen on this knife that there are people out there who are glad that we have it available. $22.50. It's 103283 on the Vietnam veteran buoy. Just something wicked. Look at these assisted opening knives at $60, $10 a piece. So this is another one of those items. I'll have a tendency to ramble on every once in a while, folks. Talk about other stuff besides the knives that you're looking at, but that's just what I do. You've got inventory on these one day. You don't pay a whole lot of attention to it. And then the next thing you're gone, they're gone, like exactly what's happening right now. But look at them. They're all, I think every one of these is assisted opening. This dude right here, I kind of like him too. I don't know what it is about that. There's the old skull with the saber skeleton. Isn't that just wild looking? And look at that, there's the skull. Then you have these little characters right here. Drew, is this the one you said we should have put with Santa Claus? $60, $10, folks. Check that out. Yeah, we had that last year, Santa Claus available for sale, folks. We found them in some pre-built sets for some cable shows that we did. Infomercials is what they are. Say it was in my last segment. Those of you that have been looking for them, just keep watching. Santa Claus is back in town. Last year's, we got a new one this year. Is it going to be easier to deal with shipping-wise? It's just one of those odd Santa Clauses that we did last year. It's hard to come at. I think they might even had to make boxes for it. That just takes up time. It's a nice set. For those of you that like this type of merchandise, and it's good for everybody. I mean, there's always a use for something like this, something wicked. 105595, $60 bill. This is another one, the old Melon Buster from Black Hills Steel. Look at this dude here. Now, they've done that pitting on the top of it intentionally, gives it like old carbon steel. High carbon, no stainless. Excuse me there. Look at that beautiful handle, too. It's 18 inches in length. Looks like Coca-Cola. Let me double check on something here while y'all look at the Melon Buster. And they got that nylon sheath, just weather-resistant sheath, 4 millimeters, 18 inches, 4 millimeters thickness. It's a beautiful wooden handle. Let me pick this one up there. Gil and Jess here in a second. Look at the steel in that from Black Hills Steel. Yeah, that is weight forward. That's a chopper. That's a camp knife. That's a hatchet. That's a limb clearer. Tree stands, blinds, ground blinds, lane clearers for archery and for any other type of hunting. And it's only $26.75. That is a lot of knife at $26.75. That's a Melon Buster, isn't it? 105804 on that one, that special $26.75. I got to get me one of them Tusk Warthogs. Beautiful animals. 200th anniversary. All right, what was Jeff got us? Jeff Daniels, our vice president, he's the one that deals with Casey's. There's no other employee that's worked at this company longer than Jeff. He started when he was a kid. He started when he got hired because he was doing Jim's mowing. He's a kid, and after the lunchbox and then the trunk of the car, he started in the garage. When Jim started selling out, he had to use his garage. Happy 200th birthday. Star Spangled Banner, our national anthem. Beautiful 54 frame red bone. $69.95. That was 2014 was the 200th anniversary. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful knife at $69.95, $468.38. 15 orders right now. This is going to be a Coy River canoe. And we had that 6-piece set earlier. 2-piece set, the stag, and that is genuine, straight up deer stag, folks, and mother of pearl. Look at that antler. Other than the hen and rooster at the Hand Forged Bertram Cottage, when is the last time we had a stag-handled canoe available for sale? I can't even remember. I don't have any idea. No, we had a 3-blade canoe like from Winchester, India deer stag. Other than that, the 2-blade canoe, I cannot even remember. Look at the colors and the mother of pearl on that knife. Look at that fire. Beautiful, beautiful set. These have been hot too. $58.75. Coy River builds good stuff, folks. Their finish work's excellent. 105803 at that $58.75 price tag. There is the old Chief. This is a big one too. It's kind of like old Bigfoot on the Chief from Whitetail Cutlery. Actually, to me, this is like a saddle horn trapper, but it's a single blade, lot blade. The saddle horn part that I referenced to is the frame. Those of you that have seen the old original saddle horns, and I don't know if they were quite this big. Hadn't seen one in a while. but they were large, and they were a little bit different. It's not identical, but that's just what comes to my mind when I see this. German steel, 4116, a molded belt sheath with the big buck on it, embroidered big buck. Look at that big old buck. It's just $15.65. It's just a massive folding buoy. Just a lot of material. Look at the mirror finishing on the blades. It's a whole heck of a lot of knife. By the way, the old original retail, first retail on this item was $38. It's not been changed, but it's an old original price. $15.65, $585.78 on the Chief from Whitetail Cutlery. This is something else that's done extremely well too. Even selling a bunch of these. $6.88 for a wrist rocket. I get it. Once again, I always need to make sure we do not have individual ammo packs. These are ball bearings basically, and there are 10 of them, but we do not have them separately. So so many people, and I get it. I'd want extra ammo packs too, because I lose all kinds of bearings. Old wrist rocket with a surgical tubing on it, folds. I used to have so much fun with these things. I got in so much trouble. I busted a neighbor's window out one time. First day I got the darn thing, my granddaddy bought it for me. Got it at Firestone, old Firestone store. You talking about getting in trouble? I got my butt whooped. Broke that window like that with a BB sitting. The people were sitting at their table, and it come BB bearing come bouncing across the kitchen table. Goodness gracious. I stayed in trouble, folks. This is a beautiful piece too, 105823. This is going to be on that 19 pattern. I do believe this particular one is drop point H&R fixed blade. Look at the feather macaw Coraline. I saw whole bunches of them now, and I say whole bunches, I mean about 60 of them, folks, that arrived. So this is in-house. It is ready to go. Available for sale on these feather macaws. Look at that beautiful handle. It's bright, it's vibrant. It's kind of, I call it happy, a happy handle. It puts you in a good mood. This year in particular, that's just it's psychedelic. It's got some 1969 lookish to it. Does it not? Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Now, there's no two that are going to look alike, but I've not seen one that doesn't look good. $42.50 on that H&R, Michael doing the handle of the feather macaw with a black, top grade black leather sheath coming along with that one. Oh, looky here, 1990, 30-year-old Winchester fixed blade. He had these knives. He had them for a while. He has to rip the handles off of them and everything. It came with just kind of like a pack of wood type. Not a bad looking handle, but it just wasn't a handle that I thought fit with Winchester. Sorry, Tim. He has to tear the handles off of them and everything. It's a 30-year-old knife. And you do that delicate. You don't want to mess the knife up. I mean, it's 30 years old. It's an antique. And he has replaced it. These are here as well. I saw them. I looked at them, looked at multiples of them. $294.50. That is a woolly mammoth ivory that come from the incisor of the tusk. It's tree ring because it's actually, well, you look at it, you can see why. And then you're going to have some smooth mammoth. And then there's going to be some jet. All right, so there's some of the smooth mammoth. Both sides, hard date, 90. 30 years ago. And look at the condition of this knife. You can do it. It's no big deal. He does a little buffing on it if he has to, a little polish work, or whatever, before we get them. But still, yeah, Michael had those for quite a while, and we finally got enough ivory, enough mammoth to get some of them built. And as quick as we do it and we start showing them, they start buying them up. A 30-year-old antique with tree ring woolly mammoth of excess of 10,000 plus years in age. This, I think, is about all the glitter stripe that's left on this sunfish frame. We're going to give you a free belt buckle to go along with it. The belt buckle's made out of pewter, and it's a licensed Winchester belt buckle also. $175 price tag we have. I'm showing we have 10 of them. And I always have a hard time with this. We need to get the dates put on the graphics because I can't see. You agreeing with me? This is 1998, 22 years ago. This is celluloid. All right, but this is the good celluloid. This is a upgrade celluloid. It's not like those original Case Classics. It wasn't that bad stuff. 22-year-old sunfish and glitter striped celluloid, the original packaging on it, and a really, really nice Chester buckle to go along with that as well. Everything licensed. We're going to give that one to you at that $175 price tag if you're one of the 10 orders. And then that's we're at the end of the road pretty much on not just glitter stripe on the sunfish, but on all of the other ones at that $175 price tag. Okie dokie, that went quick. Did I tell anybody about the fact that we've got these Arno Bernard tusk keychains? Have I mentioned that? I have a passion for them. I like them. You'll like them as well. And I think Sheila's got the keychain on its warthog. Oh, warthog tusk. There are a lot more knives to come. I'm finished with this segment. Sheila will continue on, folks. Thank you so very much. God bless all of you.
Welcome in to Cutlery Corner Network. Glad you're here. I'm Sheila Travis. Hope everybody's having a good week. We have some new specials. This is one of our weeks where we start our new specials. So we're going to go through those, and there's a way for you to get free shipping. There's a way for you to get your name into a drawing that's very special. This is going to be the free shipping knife, and it's also a bulldog knife. So the item number is 105884. 105884. And that is going to be a locking copperhead. And what we're going to do, we're going to mail out the Cancun blue, the red, the buffalo horn, and the ox horn. We're going to mail out all of those different ones. We're going to mix them up there. And you will get one for $22.50, that locking copperhead. But now that's a bulldog. So that also gets you into the drawing for this item, which we're giving away on October the 7th, and it is a large bulldog buoy. And Michael Prater, he did the custom mammoth handle on here. It's mammoth and turquoise. So one person will win that on October the 7th. So as you go through and pick out items, hey Drew, can you take that in there? It's not working. If you purchase a bulldog knife, then it gets you into the drawing. Speaking of the drawing and a winner, this is the Michael Prater Stallion Lockback, and one person will win that one on October the 28th. On October the 28th. Go to our website, cutlerycorner.net, get your name into the drawing for the Michael Prater Stallion, and it's a 5-inch lockback, beautiful, beautiful knife. All right, so let's get going. It looks like, oh, hey, don't forget about this. I know if you're just now tuning in, it is an Arno Bernard keychain. It is a tusk, a genuine tusk, ivory tusk keychain. We had these one other time. They sold out in just a couple of days. So that's a really cool item. 103524 is your item number for that. So it's a really cool find. I know Todd had some Arno Bernards also on his show, and you can find some on our website also. Okay, so this is Jim's Picks. This is an item that he hand selects every single week, and it changes up. This time around, he's going with this beautiful green, and it is a hand-carved buoy for $12.88. So this is the largest one that Chip-Away makes. It's that custom hand carved. It's also been torched. And normally you'd see this knife at $22.50. Currently, for Jim's Pick, it is just $12.88. Plus your leather sheath. I mean, this embossed leather sheath would be $12, $14, maybe even more. You know, so you get the sheath, you get that custom hand-carved buoy by Chip-Away. Nice file work too done on the back of the blade there, and it's only $12.88. Item number is 105878. 105878 for our Gems pick of the week. Also, we have some other specials that we kind of hang our hat on, and the next one up is going to be the Woo of the week. And if you're wondering what is Woo, Woo means with order only. So when you add this on with any other order, you get it at that fantastic price of $9.60. This might be our #1 selling item. When you see what this is, this large 12-inch combat style buoy, survival buoy. So it has the black finish, that rubber sugar grip handle, the compass here on the end. That's a nice knife for just $9.60. So there's the leather sheath, the official Combat Hunter Woo of the week for $9.60. You know, and if you're buying and reselling, I know more people are doing that lately, and I think it is pretty smart. I mean, some of the stores are not open like they used to be. I mean, if you want to buy and resell maybe at a yard sale, kind of an outdoor tent kind of thing, kind of popular right now. $9.60. Item number is 105881. Now, this was one of the items that I just could not believe my eyes because it's been a while since I've seen this. This is your Dragonfly Jar Special, a 24-piece set of little pocket knives. We have an assortment, it looks like, of several different ones. There's the Eagle Eye half serrated blade, but they're all going to be around a 3-inch handle. We have the maroon, the blue, the black. I guess this one's more of the dragonfly color, and the yellow. Also with the serrated blade and the keychain. Folks, those are just 75 cents a piece. There's another one that you can do very, very well buying and reselling. Sell those at $5. They're lockbacks, they're stainless steel blades, and the Dragonfly Jar Special. It makes me think of the lightning bugs. Do you guys remember when you used to catch lightning bugs and put them in the jar when you were kids? I know I'm not the only person out there who did that. So the name, I never caught a dragonfly though, but now lightning bug. I had a whole big family of those. But that's our jar special for just 18 bucks. 24, there's 24 total knives in here, gift boxes. You even have this little jar. You can just put them all in there and put a price tag on it. $1058.85, item number, $1058.85. The Razor Barlow. Our Razor Barlow is German bull, so that's kind of cool. I've never seen a German bull mammoth handle until now. This one extremely special and rare because it does have the razor blade also. Now, there was an extremely limited number of these. I'm not even sure we even had 10 of these. I can tell you exactly right now we have 6. So this is that exotic tree ring mammoth, very hard to find. You'll get that certificate of authenticity. Michael Prater, he does the tree ring mammoth, and then you also will have this certificate of authenticity that will also be going out with that. There's a few other items that we touched on at the beginning of the show. Thank you. You know, you can get a free shipping knife if you want to get this sent to your house, free shipping. Get one of those free shipping knives, $1058.84, item number to add on the pocket knife that'll get you free shipping. Mammoth Razor Barlow. That's so cool. Now, this is in God's world. We just call it God's world. And this time around, it is a 4-inch anodized aluminum tactical, and it's also an assisted opening tactical that is really fast. But of course, that bright red is like fire engine red. Boy, it jumps out. And it does have the black finish on the blade, but there's your anodized aluminum lasered handle and assisted opening. So, in God's world, all lives matter. John 3, 16, 17. That's going to be lasered on the handle. That is just $12.88. Item number is 105781. 105781. $12.88. We had a blue anodized aluminum. That one is now sold out, so they changed it up. They went with that bright red. Make for a really nice gift item, though. All right. Here's a painted pony buck 101. So let's just talk about the frame first. The buck 101 frame is discontinued, like they retired the frame. Buck did. So that particular frame's no longer being made. When Michael Prater heard that, he bought all they had from the company, which I think was around 40. So that's limited too. But this one does have the tree ring mammoth. Compliments of Michael Prater. This is a painted pony. Here's the reverse side. Boy, that magnetic stand is serious, isn't it? And of course, he's done all of this custom lasering here on the back of the blade. Now you'll get the black leather sheath. You will also get that clear acrylic stand and your painted pony certificate of authenticity. This knife has a value of over $2,000. It is $585, the buck 101 frame. We will no longer have those, after this sells out, of course, you'll be able to see the other painted ponies that Michael Prater is going to be making with that particular frame, but they are about to be extinct. Hey, today's special, this one's also earning its name. It is special. This is our Quicksilver buoy. And here you get the two-piece set. They are 15-inch buoys. The one on the top has the stainless steel blade, the standard, and then the one on the bottom has the black finish. And then you have the Quicksilver logo on the blade, the Quicksilver kind of nameplate that's inlaid into that rubber sugar grip handle. Of course, there's the nylon sheaths. You're looking at a retail value of $130.66. Now, if I was buying and reselling the today's special, because these are 15-inch buoys, I'm going to be going about $39.95 on each one for one. You're paying $28.50 for the combo, the Quicksilver buoys. Item number is 105846. Also, quickly remind your operator, ask about this. This is a Arnaud Bernard Tusk, genuine Tusk keychain, and it's $38.50. Very cool item. It looks, I'm going to get some of these for my kids. I think they'd think that's really cool. They're young drivers. Okay, so look what Michael Prater did. He just came out with this cranberry Choctaw. And this is your standard size Choctaw. It's the 3 3/4 Choctaw. But he has now come out with a new Coraline we've never seen before until now, debuting here on the Choctaw. So I'm glad, because that's such a large handle, giving you a lot of this cranberry. And the other thing I see in here is the pearl shimmer. So those are very fine flakes of pearl. And doesn't it make it just pop and come to life? So gorgeous. That is $38.50. Item number is 105842. So that is the new cranberry. He should call that the cranberry sparkle. Wouldn't that make an excellent choice for the holidays? 105842. Brand new by Michael Prater. Speaking of the holidays, golly, this is a wonderful gift set. It's made by the Whitetail Cutlery line. It is $28.75. You will get the Skinner and then also the 2 pocket knives. Now, this upsweep Skinner, I remember the day. It was like $28.75 for just the fixed blade. You might remember it too. It hasn't been that long ago. So that is part of this gift set, though. That wonderful Skinner, and it's done with a Delrin handle. It takes on the look of stag. It looks like torched stag is what that looks like. brass liner, brass guard and pommel. Now you will get brass liners on the pocket knives. They're up here. We have this lock back, also with the brass guard. It's done in the same Delrin. And then you have the premium trapper here. It also has some nice black and white spacers on those pocket knives. The gift box, so that is the inside of the lid here on the gift box, and then it'll have Whitetail USA Cutlery on the top of the box. See, wouldn't that make a wonderful Christmas gift item? That's what I'm thinking. And that is a really good deal there at $28.75. Every now and then, we'll see some Zippo lighters come through here. Case and Zippo are the same. Both of those companies are under the same umbrella, Case Company. This one does feature the Longtail C logo by Case. Many of you are familiar with that particular logo. And I do know a lot of folks collect Zippo lighters, so that's, they have it taped. I'm not going to open it up, but you guys know what a Zippo lighter looks like. So that's $21.50. We only have 9 of these in stock. So if you are a Zippo and Case collector, that's a goodie right there. 105662 item number, first 9 callers. So next we have a bone stag knife. And bone stag is an interesting handle material that came about through Case. I think it was 10 plus years ago. Don't remember the exact date. But they were wanting to have the look of stag, but not the price of stag. So that's really how bone stag came about. And then when the red stag embargo happened, that was even, was the driving force there also. This is the little pocket hunter for 2020. So they came out here in 2020. I'm going to open that up a little bit more. You can see the 10-dot dating system right there. So if you're looking for the 10 dots, there it is. A lot of people collect the decade knives. And of course, the next time you see the 10 dots, it'll be 2030s, and then it'll be 2040. But bone stag, I think this is the first time I've had the bone stag in the little pocket hunter. The other story about the little pocket hunter, it's headed to the vault. The Barlows are in the vault. The Dr. Knives are in the vault. Case picks a frame, puts it in the vault every year. I think they do that to drive us crazy. But it does drive up the demand, absolutely. And so that pocket hunter and all the other pocket hunters that came out this year are headed to the vault. So you really got to snatch them up when you see them. The pocket hunter item number was 105858. That's a pretty easy number to remember. Now, Winchester, we were so fortunate to have Tim Scott with Winchester here on our show not too long ago. And we were going through all of the different things that he has kind of put out here. And this is a 5 3/4 multi-tool. It is all made in the USA. And Winchester, they did not make a lot of these. Chase, do you remember if he said they made 100 or 200 of these? Regardless, even if it was 200, that's really not a lot. So you'll get all these extra attachments down here. Of course, you can see all the blades and the tools. And this is an item, I mean, if you can keep up with it, it's going to last you a lifetime, and you'll be able to hand it down in the family and then hand it down again and hand it down again. That's what we're looking at. This is so solid, very well made, but made in the USA, Winchester multi-tool. He either said there was 100 made or 200 made. Chase, do you remember by any chance? I was asking about quantity, how many were made. Oh, okay, so 100. There were 2 different multi-tools made, 100 of each one. Okay, gotcha. And then that will come with a little carrying pouch, of course, the gift box, but $98. Item number is 105725. I mean, the fact that there was only 100 made might make it more of a collectible than an item you're going to use, but you can do what you want with it. Here's Autumn's Finest. We have 10 pocket knives. They are all Steel Warrior done in the Autumn second cut. So that is only going to be $7.80 a piece. We have so many different ones here. There's also a fixed blade in there, and it's priced just like a pocket knife. But there's your 6-inch coon skinner full tang, so you'll get one of those. We also have the Premium Trapper, Kentucky 5-blade, the Warrior lockback, the Barracuda lockback. We have a locking copperhead. There's a Saddlehorn Trapper. Let's see, a 4-blade Congress. The Whittler, there's a cigar Whittler in here, very unique frame with that master blade locks. We also have a toothpick and a Kentucky 5-blade. So I've gone through all of them. You're about to see all of them. But these are also Rockwell tested 5658 for $7.80. If you are shopping for pocket knives, I don't think you could find a better brand, a better knife, a better selection for just $7.80 a piece. I truly believe that. I would add on one more pocket knife, which would be the free shipping knife. So if you're picking up on Autumn's Finest, maybe you want to get some fixed blades and some other things to go along with it. We have this locking copperhead, and it's by the Bulldog line, so that also comes with an added benefit. But this knife is $22.50. Item number is 105884. So if you get one of those, get a great pocket knife, but then you also will get free shipping on your entire order. The other thing is, since that is a Bulldog, that means that you get your name into the drawing for the giveaway that we have going on October the 7th, where we're giving away the Mammoth and Turquoise Bowie. So from every Bulldog purchase, your name will go into the drawing for that Bowie. This is our Sharps Cutlery 6-piece set. It's called Hunting Time, and it is practically hunting time here in Tennessee. I know there's a lot of deer hunters. The weather has drastically changed here. It absolutely feels like fall, and with fall comes hunting. But these are basically your 9-inch deer hunting skinners. They are full tank construction. You will get the assortment here. We have Frostwood, the Cocobolo, and different designs. They're all 9 inches, but they do have a little different design on the blade or the finger grooves. It's the way that that's made up. So looks like we have 3 in the Cocobolo and 3 in the Frostwood. Here's something else to kind of think about. For you folks who buy and resell, because I do know there's quite a few, these are only $6.67 a piece. Now, if I was reselling, I'm doubling my money, and absolutely $12. Anybody would pay $12 for those 9-inch hardwood handles, full tank construction, and they look good. So those are all made by the Sharps Cutlery line. You might want to double up on that and get a larger collection of them at $39.95. Definitely pick up on the free shipping knife we were just talking about. But $1057.36, that's the item number, and it's called Hunting Time. That might be one of our best bargains of the day, I think. Fixed blades for $6.67. Fall, like we were saying, fall is here. This is your Fall Trapper Harvest collection, a 9-piece set. There's a buckskinner in the center, and then we have 8 premium trappers that you'll also get with it. The buckskinner, we sell that one around $20, and it's done in that green. It's a Kelly green, and this is the only buckskinner by the Steel Warrior line that we have in stock. So it does have the accented pieces too, the red and white spacers, but Steel Warrior quality, buckskinner, and when it's in this deal, it's basically half off because it's only $10 and change. The other premium trappers, I think you'll love those too. We have the giraffe jig right there, winter age with the big buck on the bolster. There's the solid ram's horn. We have a green Java definitely, that's going to be that chainsaw jig done in the green. It is an antique green. Here's the Midnight Indigo, which is a blue, pumpkin orange, solid oxhorn, and that beautiful red jigging. So there's a couple of things when you're looking at this set, I'm thinking, okay, trappers are normally $19.95. We sell them that way all the time. Steel Warrior trappers, $19.95. The buck skinner, of course, that's half off right in there too. But if you are already planning ahead, buying for Christmas gifts, I mean, you got an awesome selection of Christmas gifts here. There's 9 of them. And you're only paying $10 and change a piece for a gift that anybody would be impressed to get. Very happy, and it's something they can use all year round right there. 105770. That's your item number. All Steel Warrior, buckskinner, premium trapper, all Rockwell tested. And then pick up on the Bulldog knife too, which will give you free shipping. But 105770 for that fall trapper harvest. We have a fixed blade here that's part of the Hella brand, and it's called the Harding Skinner. And this one's a little under 9 inches. It's $159.95. Curly birch in the center, and then you have this darker oak that caps that off. This one is also done with the Hella famous triple laminated steel blade. And that's what's really made the brand so popular. You've got these handmade knives in Norway, this tremendous blade, which we do not even have all of the specifics about the core of that blade because that's like top secret to the Hella brand. And I don't blame them. They have definitely found what works for them to make excellent knives. I have 40 of these left, but you will get, this is how it's going to be shipped to you in this collector tube. The Hella company started out in 1932 in a very small village, still going strong today. The leather sheaths, I think you're also going to be impressed with that. So if you've never owned any of those, all of the reviews I've read and looked up on the Hella knives, everybody loves them. We've tried them out here on the show too. Of course, they are very sharp. But 1031.40, it's a great knife for this time of year also. This is the vintage, okay, this is the vintage bone handle that just came out. I do love it. We have several different frames with this vintage. They went with a brass shield. Of course, you'll see the 10 dot here on the blade. They also made these little pocket hunters with 2 blades and single blades, and you can see this one has the single blade. And USA, of course, stamped there on the back. But that is part of the batch that's going to be tucked away into the vault. We're just now getting them. We're just now getting them to even release them here on the show. Item number is 105856. But you'll see some more frames coming up later. I just know that those little pocket hunters are really hot right now. Everybody's trying to collect them before they go into the vault, and I don't blame you. But 105856 on that. Now here's something you don't see every day. We have a buffalo nickel pack. Where did these come from, Chase? It's the first time I've had them on the show. But there's 20 pieces here, $40 on the buffalo nickels, and then it'll come, obviously they're all tucked away in here, and they have I'll move them around. Let's see what we got there. Definitely should have brought my glasses. That one says 1937. Of course, the buffalo on the front, 5 cents. That's cool. I like to look at coins just like, okay. Tim just said the oldest one that they've come across is you said 26? Okay, so that one's 1936. I don't know, it's kind of cool. I go through some of the old coins that I've collected ever since I was a kid, and That one's 1937. I thought there was a coin shortage in America right now. Oh, this one's 1930. Look at the definition on them too. Really, there's a lot of good definition still left on those nickels. Well, if you want to beat the coin shortage, here you go. 10, 58, 39, $40 for the 20-piece Buffalo nickel pack. That's fun. If I had time, I would look at all the rest of them. But of course we don't. What were the other coins that we had? I saw that we had some more coins. Excuse me? Indian head pennies. So ask your operator about those if you're interested in the pennies. They're out there too. Look, I'm still caught up in the coins. Okay, so here's your camo knives of the day. If you are looking for camo. Okay, y'all better take those away from me. I won't get distracted. These are assisted opening. They're also, they also have a fire starter. That's kind of cool. But this is your traditional mossy oak. Does have the liner lock and a half serrated blade. Hey, these are just $11.25 a piece. Tack Extreme. And the fire starter, it fits here in the back, right there. You can see where it fits. And that's basically a magnesium rod. And you just strike your blade over the fire starter. Emily's about to run. She's behind the camera thinking I'm going to burn the studio down, which has happened before. But anyway, we did have pretty good fire one time, remember? Yeah, $22.50 on the fall preview. But if you're ever out there and you're in that survival type situation, I mean, and you need to start a fire, it's not like you're going to pack your lighter and who carries matches anymore, you know? My son, he starts a fire all the time with those magnesium rods. That's his way. He likes to start a fire with it. But $22.50, so you'll get the 2 magnesium rods with the knives. $1057.91, the fall preview. This is a large sunfish, and it's brand new by the Ocoee River line. It's done here in this cobalt blue, very deep ridges here. This is actually a jigging style I haven't even seen before on any other knives. It does have the elephant, the reverse etch of the elephant. And I think it's the mom elephant and the baby elephant up here. That large nail pull. Now, some people call the sunfish frame an elephant toe. So I'm sure that's why they have the elephant laser there on the master blade. But when Ocoee River came out with that, it was pretty exciting since they've never had a sunfish before. That's a big 4 1/4. But they came out with this blue. They also had a buffalo horn and a very pretty autumn brown. That was the other one. So ask your operator if you'd like to get the other 2 that match up with it. One of them, the one that's done in the autumn brown, it's called Dumbo. That one's really cute. Okay. I have the Trophy Stag Extreme, $34.83. It is a 14-inch buoy. Here on the handle, you have ram's horn, and then that centerpiece there is done in buffalo horn. There's an emerald greenwood spacer. Look at the full tang, very thick handle on this one. And then also that Trophy Stag leather sheath with the double stitching too. You even have Trophy Stag lasered there on the blade. This is $34.83, and it looks like a limited edition 1 of 500, also lasered there on the blade. It's quite a showpiece, really, if you're looking for like some display knives or some centerpieces to your knife collection. That really has some wow factor to it, something that you can display. We also have, let me just grab this one right here, this locking copperhead. That is part of our free shipping collection. So it is a bulldog locking copperhead. The item number is 105884. It is $22.50. When you buy one of these copperheads, then you're going to get free shipping on your entire order. So when I see these large buoys, like the trophy stag buoy that we just had on the show, of course, then my next thought is the free shipping knife. Because when you're buying the bigger knives, the heavier knives, especially if you're adding more things to it, you know, I wouldn't want to pay for shipping. And you don't have to when you get in on the free shipping knife. And this week, it is a beautiful pocket knife. So you'll either get the Cancun, the red, the buffalo, or the oxhorn. Those are going to be the choices. And we did it that way just so we'd have more in stock. We may only have 200 of each one, and we needed more. So that's kind of why we're doing the assortment that way. We also have a beautiful 5-inch lock back. You can find this knife on our website. Of course, it's here on the show too, but we're going to be giving that away on October the 28th, and it's called the Stallion Lockback. Michael Prater made it. It's one of his beautiful custom knives that he has here on the show. And it does have the stallion right there. Oh, we have some of these. Because I know at one time, we were limited. Okay, so it's back in action. We have a case Trapper mystery box. And the retail's $189. Normally when we have the case Trapper knives, and I'm assuming this is, officially licensed, they're normally over $100. Okay, so they are $58. We've done a lot of officially licensed Trappers over the years. Item number is 105581. It'll be a lot of fun. You're getting a case premium Trapper. We also have this, and it is a way for you to carry your knives, store your knives. You will get 2 of those knife notebooks, and each one will hold 16 knives. It's very padded. It's a heavily padded knife notebook. Now, the camo pack that goes along with it, you can fit both of those knife notebooks inside the camo pack, or you can use the pack separately for something else. It's really up to you. But when those knives are in those notebooks, you wouldn't even know that your knives were in there. It looks, you could put it on a shelf even. But that is $29.95. We also have is this Valley Forge? I'm assuming. I don't see a logo with it, but okay. Valley Forge, this is buffalo horn. It has the red mosaic pin and this gorgeous Damascus pattern there. I guess it's around a 9-inch Skinner. $34.50. Item number is 105686. That's all the information I have with that one too. It's probably a 9-inch fixed blade for $34.50. Valley Forge Damascus. This is our Sling Blade Trio. It's $158. Item number is 105670. Sling blades. I know the one on the top, it was around $82 at one time. It has a triple G10 ACR13 MOV steel. We also have the Mongoose, which is in the center, that has the carbon fiber. And then the one on the bottom is a black and tan G10 handle. But you get all 3 of those for $158. Item number is 105670. Back to some stag and a fixed blade. And this one is made by the Whitetail Cutlery line. And they've also torched the handle. There's several things I just really like about this. You can see all of the natural beauty, those rugged characteristics of stag. So they left that alone. And then they also flame torched it. You have some cocobolo spacers and some brass spacers, and then the brass guard and pommel. Now the leather sheath back here too, it is made by the Whitetail Cutlery line. $38.60. That's all you're paying for the Whitetail Stag Hog is what that's called. And it is almost 10 inches, a little short. But item number is 105534 on that one. Hey, I come across this LSU knife. And it was the first time that I think I've had it on the show. It's called Fear the Paw. Now, this was a great year. 2019 was a great year. No, wait a second. I bet that's 20. Was this 2018? Because that's not. Because Clemson didn't play Alabama last year in 2019. They played them in 2018, I think. It doesn't have the year on it, but it does have the score. Clemson 44, Alabama 16, and this was when they had that undefeated year. Oh, it does, right there, 2018. Did you see it? 2018. It's right there at the very top. So that was when they were the national champions, the Clemson Tigers. And then last year, the Clemson Tigers played LSU and got beat. So this one goes back to 2018. Fear the Paw. It is an assisted opening, and that's that bright orange camo. Normally, officially licensed. Okay, so now this also tells me a lot. I just looked at the quantity. So we only have 27 of those. This is definitely a warehouse find and a few years old. So that was the 2018. Goodness. Fear the Paw. Here we have the Dragonfly. $14. The 3D Dragonfly. It is a 4.5-inch handle. The top portion of the blade here has this laser etch. You do have the Dragonfly front and back. And it packs a punch for sure. Sorry guys, needed some water. But the Dragonfly is $14. Item number is 1057.98. We also have this in a butterfly. If you want to collect the two, they both basically have the yellow artwork done on there, so it's either a yellow dragonfly or a yellow butterfly. But 1057.98 item number for your dragonfly. Back to the Case Vintage handle, and this is done in the rust lock. $78.53, and these just came in to our company, but the vintage looks so good. And then this one also, you can see the 10-dot tank stamping there. Gosh, they got everything going on there. And then you have the Case USA. It's all right there on the front. There's nothing on the back. It's all here on the front. Double X. So they went with the bold double X on the blade and a shield. You know, recently we've been seeing a lot of these case knives without the shield, but the double X somewhere else, either on the blade or the bolster. But this one has both. And the rust lock pattern is exclusive to Case, which a lot of people kind of have their eye on that one anyway to collect, knowing how rare it is. But it is a 4 1/4 rust lock, the standard rust lock, $78.53. Item number 1058.17. Here's one of our bulldog knives. This will get you an entry into the drawing. The Pearl Trapper is $35. Also has the slanted and the crimped bolsters. And look at all the fire in the pearl. Wow, you see all that rainbow, the blue, the pink, the gold. That's what you want to see in pearl knives, and this one obviously has a lot of it. Here's the reverse side. Now, this one does come with the clear coat, so you can carry it if you want. And it has the bulldog shield. But $35 is it. Item number 1045.46. And when you make a purchase of this, you also get your name into the drawing. And then on October the 7th, We'll be giving away the Bulldog buoy that has the mammoth and the turquoise on the handle. One person will win that. And it depends on how many of the Bulldog knives you purchase here on the show. That determines how many entries that you get into the drawing. So if you were to buy like 5 of the pearl knives, you would get 5 entries into the drawing. But you've got time too you can shop another show. Every time you purchase a Bulldog knife, you get your name in the hat. This is made by Hen and Rooster, and it's one of the G10 fixed blades by the Hen and Rooster line. It's called the Eclipse, and it's a 9-inch full tang construction skinner. And when they do G10, sure does make for a durable knife. It makes for a weather-resistant knife. It's something easy to use and go to. It's $46.83, so it's also affordable. But G10 and Hen and Rooster, it didn't even exist until about last year. And they came out with this G10 line, which is so smart because there was a demand for a knife like that. But 101274, 101274 item number. Of course, that is the blue and the black G10, but we have it in a red. We have a version that's done in a gray and white. I think it looks really cool too. There's several different options out there if you're interested in the Hen and Rooster G10 line. 101274. All right, this one, this is your brown pocket hounds. We have 6 pocket knives for $48.50. Black Hill Steel actually makes the knives, but instead of seeing the Black Hill Steel shield, you have something a little different, and it's called the Blue Tick Hound, I believe. But it's definitely the dog, and it has the big floppy ears. It's really cute. So there's a premium trapper toothpick, large Wrangler Stockman, Peanut, Choctaw, and the Range Rider Stockman. But this is done in a bone handle, because sometimes when you look at it, you wonder if it's a Delrin, but that is a jig bone handle. It looks like a cross between an autumn second cut and kind of that yellow. But Winter Age is basically the way that Black Hill Steel has labeled that. But it's the Blue Tick Hound series. Oh, and this was really one of the first times we saw the Choctaw kind of jump brands, because the Choctaw has always been a steel warrior knife. And so here you see the Black Hill Steel line making a Choctaw for the first time. $48.50, and that is just $8 and change. I mean, all of those, really, that's a great price for any of those frames that you see there on the table. $1046.92. Pretty deep river jig that they have going on that Winter Age. Chip-away Classics. Hand-carved connection. So these are going to be your large chip-away fixed blades. They are the 12-inch fixed blades by the chip-away line. And we have them here in the 4 predominant colors. I like that you get one of each. So you get this goldenrod color, and that's been hand-carved flame torch. Look at the brown. Wow, there's so much detail, even there on the guard. Same thing here on the blue, that S guard that's been filed. And you have that pineapple jigging technique. Also some blue wood spacers. Here's the green. And then back to the golden. So all of the, the brass guards on these, they've been filed and detailed also. You get those wonderful leather sheaths. The chip-away quality leather sheaths have that extra embossing and also the double stitching. Hand-carved connection, it's a sampler of the different dyed handles that we provide by that company. There's so much work that goes into making one of these. You have to have a very skilled knife artist, first of all, to do the hand carving. You have to dye the handles and the leather sheaths that go out with it. I want to also give you guys a quick reminder, we just got these in stock, and it's a keychain. It is a genuine tusk, warthog tusk keychain, and it's made by Arnaud Bernard. So you guys know, like his knives, they're $300-400. But this was a keychain, and it is $38.50. Item number is 103524. If you guys want to get one of these, honestly, it's truly one of the coolest things that we have here on the show. This is how I carry it. It just fits right there in your hand. But are you going to get one of these, Drew? I think it's neat. I'm going to get a couple of them. I am. Okay, let's see. German hand forged. This is one of the hand forged hen and roosters that's done in genuine deer stag. It is a 4-inch Stockman. And when you typically think of hen and rooster and you think of knives made since 1845, this is what that really comes to mind when you think of hen and rooster. I know we've come out with the really cool G10s and all of that, but this is that large 4-inch Stockman. Really, it's one of the largest Stockmans I've seen by hen and rooster. So they're about a 1/2 inch larger than your typical Stockman. Check out the quality of that stag. So if you prefer a larger knife, it's basically, I would say, about the size of a trapper, but with the Stockman blades. Speaking of a trapper, we have one of those too. And same thing here by hen and rooster and the deer stag. This one, waiting for the computer to update here, also hand forged. I wanted to make sure because the hand forged hen and roosters are the top of the line, the cream of the crop. These were typically made through the cottage industries in Germany, and so it was basically passed through a small community, and one person would specialize on handles, the other would specialize on the brass liners. You'd have someone working on the blades, and anyway, it goes through this process, this hand making process, and then voila. So we're very fortunate to get these, but now the way that those are made are no longer being made that way. That little cottage town does not exist anymore. That is $110. Item number is 103208. I really like that big Stockman that we saw before that trapper too. So the Stockman item number was 102441 and the trapper is 103208. The Damascus Hunter series. These are Valley Forge Damascus knives. I'm sorry, they're Chipaway. That's right. Chipaway came out with this Damascus. And you know, we hardly ever see Damascus and Chipaway. And of course, look at what they did here. They're all about the details, you know, Chipaway knives are. This has a wire cut scene. You have the hunter with his rifle drawn. He also has his hunting dog there beside him and the birds flying overhead. Waterfall Damascus, we have a torch bone handle, the buffalo horn, and then also the white smooth bone. They are the same frame, different handles, and of course you'll get the matching leather sheaths. But this is an 8.5 inch fixed blade. There's the two-tone leather sheaths for $100. Item number is 105658. 105658. $279 in retail value. So that's definitely out of the box, not your typical hunting knife by any means. And that particular trio, that's the only 3 that were ever made. Like that. Here's our Case Golden Age collector item. And this is a 130th anniversary knife by Case, and it was a partnership between us and them. They made that antique Golden Age jig bone handle just for the 130th anniversary knives. The other thing that they did, they dated this knife with a Roman numeral dating system. Like I've seen several case knives on the show already that are, you know, the 2020 10 dots, which have an X and dot dating system. Well, these are dated with Roman numerals. It has a CXXX. And let's see, we have this one here for $54.90. I think we still have most of the frames available, and there might even still be that collection available. But if you just need, you want a collectible toothpick or want to buy them one at a time, that is definitely the 3-inch toothpick. 103460 item number. This is a fantastic buy by Hen and Rooster. We have a 4-piece steak knife set here. It's also clam packaged. Those are done with the walnut handles, the triple pins, and ready to resell or give as a gift. They're only $12.50. Now, that's not typical. I remember when we first had these, it was $28 and something. Jim Frost, he dropped the price to $12.50, and we're still running with it. We will until he says, "What are you doing?" He hasn't stopped us yet, so we're still going. $12.50. I'd buy a couple of those for your home. I might want to put some of those back for the holidays, for gift items. Maybe you know somebody needs a housewarming gift. I use my steak knives basically like paring knives. I use them all the time with that serrated blade. 25747, item number for the steak knives, 25747. Case also came out with a brand new exotic series, and this is the giraffe bone Stockman. So you'll see several different patterns, but genuine natural giraffe bone handles. And it is a very dense handle material, giraffe bone. Probably why they don't have the shield on there. You will get the double X over here, but on the back, the way they've dated this one and tank stamped it, it says EX347. So it's Exotic Series USA, stainless steel. You will get the 10 dot right here telling you that it was a 2020 knife. And it will have the velvet gift box, that certificate, and then of course the sleeve also here with the flag and everything on it. That came out in July of this year. Is when that knife was made. It's not hot off the presses, but we do get a limited number of those Exotic Series knives. So when that sells out, I'm sure that's going to be the end of the road for that. If you pick up on some Bulldog knives, you will get your name into that special drawing on October the 7th. This is a collection of genuine abalone. And all 4 of those, so that means you're going to get 4 entries into the giveaway. We have the Trapper here, the large Stockman, a peanut, and a toothpick. Just like Pearl, the fire and the pearl, you want to see fire in the abalone. And this one, they practically glow when that color comes to life. There's the Whittler, that master blade's going to lock, and toothpick and a peanut. They've also crimped the bolsters on these too. That is only $53.43. That makes it, what, $13 and change? $13 and change per knife for abalone. If you want to get one more Bulldog knife, we do have the one that we're selling as your free shipping item also. And always a good idea to get one of those. I always say either order that one first thing when you call in or the last thing before you hang up the phone so you can get free shipping on your entire order. But that is item number 105884, and it's $22.50 on the Bulldog locking copperheads. Michael Prater and Hen and Rooster, this is Tequila Sunrise. That's a 7-inch fixed blade, $42.50 on the Tequila Sunrise custom handle. And that's a new coral line with a whole lot of color. We saw Michael Prater came out with Feather Macaw, which really had a lot of bright, beautiful colors in it too, but this one kind of took on the theme of summer. And you have that ocean green, blue color, yellow, purple, orange. It's a very fun knife. And then there is a black Hen and Rooster leather sheath that you'll also get with it. Item number is 105242. Michael Prater's signature series. He will have his signature also there on the blade. Affordable Michael Prater custom knives. Speaking of Michael Prater, make sure you get one of those Bulldog knives so we can get you into the drawing for the October 7th giveaway. Go to our website, cutlerycorner.net. Also, while you're there, you can shop around and then register to win. This is the knife we're giving away on October the 7th. I guarantee you there will be some folks that probably have their name in the drawing 20 times because every time you purchase a Bulldog knife, you get your name into the drawing. And we're going to do that up into the giveaway date there. So that's pretty cool. On that particular item, on the Bulldog knives. This is the Stallion Lockback. That's going to be a giveaway on October the 28th. And you can register to win on our website, cutlerycorner.net. We have to take a very short network break. We got so much more to show you. We'll be right back. You guys stay tuned. And welcome back. Glad to have you tuned in, the Cutlery Corner Network. It is our midweek show, so I do hope everybody's having a good work week. Everything's going good for you, good for the kids, good at school, everybody's healthy, all that good stuff. So glad to have you tuned in doing some knife shopping. We do have some specials going on. And this is really beautiful. It's called the Pipestone Mammoth Molar. This is, oh, the other big thing about this knife is the fact that it is also Hen and Rooster and D2 steel. So first of all, you really don't see a lot of D2 steel knives on our show in general, and this is one of the first times that we have seen a Hen and Rooster D2 steel. But the Pipestone Mammoth, you get this very bold striping pattern. This is your Mammoth Certificate of Authenticity. We also have a basket weave leather sheath, genuine leather sheath with each one of those too. But that is $228. There was a limited number of those that we even got in stock. Santa Fe is the company who does the custom handle for us. And it is on the back too. Let me show you guys. You know, it's kind of heavy. I'm sure that's the D2 factor. Gosh, they made 3 different ones with the Mammoth. The Pipestone definitely is my favorite because of that just distinct stripe pattern. But 105811, I only have 10 of those left in stock, 10 colors, and that's going to be gone. I think we are like 6 weeks away from the election. Is that right? Yeah, somewhere around in there. I have a Trump 2020 knife. Keep America Great. This was that original collusion delusion knife. It's around a 3.5 inch. It's actually on a steel wear fast snapshot. And it does have collusion delusion Trump 2020 on there. I'm going to turn it this way so you can see it. There's the clip on the back, and it's going to be clam packaged too. So if you're just buying it for a collectible, I get that. If you're buying and reselling, either way, keep up with this really neat packaging that comes along with it. 101993. That's your item number. That knife is only $12. 101993. So we touched on the Golden Age Antique Collectible a little bit earlier, that 130th anniversary. We're going to show you 2 more that's part of that deal. We have a peanut and a Stockman, and I really don't think that these knives are even out in the marketplace. This was a show exclusive for us and Case. We have been working with Case for many, many years. But this is that golden aged antique jig bone. Matter of fact, Jeff Daniels, I think he had a part in customizing the handle on that too. Polishing is great. So you'll get that CXXX again. That's the Roman numeral dating. And forever, you know, Case dates their knives with that X and dot dating. So the fact that they went with Roman numeral dating is so unusual and so collectible. This is the gift box. They even made the custom 130th anniversary gift boxes for this, and the dates there, 1889 to 2019. Tradition, innovation, Case. So the Stockman, so that's the peanut. Let's see, we had the toothpick earlier. Your peanut is $56.90. And then here's the Stockman, the same golden age. They only made that one color in that 130th anniversary. They only made it in that antique jig bone. This one is $56. No, wait, hold on. It is $64.90. The toothpick is $56.90. The Stockman is $64.90. But that's still really right there in the same range of where a Case pocket knife would typically be priced. But these are your collectible Roman numeral 130th anniversary knives. So $1034.57 for the Stockman that you're looking at, and $1034.62, item number for the peanut. Keep up with those collector gift boxes. Back to some Stag, and this is a Hen and Rooster hand-forged copperhead. Done in that genuine deer stag, has a retail value of $200 basically. That's a 3 3/4 copperhead. This is like the large copperhead. Look at that stag. The 232 frame Buttram Cutlery is there on the back of the blades. Look at how thick that stag is. And you know, that is one of the things about Hen and Rooster. They do go above and beyond to find this excellent quality stag. We refer to it as the 5-star stag by Hen and Rooster. $1041.93 on that copperhead. I have one more item here by Hen and Rooster. It's a steak knife set. So earlier on the show, you know, we featured the walnut handle. This one's a little bit different. It does have the black ABS, full serrated. I think these are a little fancier, maybe a little more sleek in the design. If that kind of fits your category, I get it. And you don't, I wouldn't stop at 4, because when you're shopping for steak knives, I'd say you need at least 8. Thanksgiving's coming up. Make sure everybody gets their own steak knife. That's $34.50. Comes in that black gift box also. It's a very nice, classy gift box. $1037.77. Item number. I like the walnut handle steak knives, that, you know, and they were $12.50. I see them more as just a very, maybe a knife you'd use every day even. This might be your special occasion knife, however you want to work that. $1037.77. I do think they are a little bit fancier. Cape Buffalo Bulldogs. This is our Bulldog brand, and they all have the buffalo horn here on the handle. This is a 5-piece set, so it will give you 5 entries into the Bulldog giveaway that we're doing on October the 7th. There is a 3-blade dirt buster in here. We have the Big Wrangler Stockman, a premium trapper, a toothpick, and the locking copperhead. You know, those traditional dueling bulldogs, that's going to be the shield. You've seen that shield from the beginning of that brand. This is the second generation in the Bulldog line, but they are continuing on with that traditional shield. Wow, I like that buffalo horn right there. Buffalo horn, for the most part, it's going to be the dark black, but you might get a little bit of that tan or caramel white color that kind of shows up. But hey, this set could be the set that makes you a winner on October the 7th, because it is $56.75. You get 5 knives. That means you get 5 entries into the giveaway on October the 7th. But this item number is 105214. This is a one only in the world Bulldog buoy where Michael Prater did the custom mammoth handle in turquoise. That's what we're giving away on October the 7th. And then if you want to up your chances even more, we have the Bulldog giveaway. Well, let me back up. It's the Bulldog free shipping knife, so we're giving away shipping, I guess, with this. But it is $22.50. Item number is 105884, and it's a locking copperhead. You'll get 1 locking copperhead for $22.50. Item number 105884. Now, this is in God's world. We just call it God's world. And this time around, it is a 4-inch anodized aluminum tactical, and it's also an assisted opening tactical that is really fast. But of course, that bright red is like fire engine red. Boy, it jumps out. And it does have the black finish on the blade, but there's your anodized aluminum lasered handle and assisted opening. So, in God's world, all lives matter. John 3:16-17. That's going to be lasered on the handle. That is just $12.88. Item number is 105781. 105781. $12.88. We had a blue anodized aluminum. That one is now sold out, so they changed it up. They went with that bright red. Make for a really nice gift item, though. All right. Here's a painted pony buck 101. So let's just talk about the frame first. The Buck 101 frame is discontinued, like they retired the frame. Buck did. So that particular frame is no longer being made. When Michael Prater heard that, he bought all they had from the company, which I think was around 40. So that's limited too. But this one does have the tree ring mammoth. Compliments of Michael Prater. This is a painted pony. Here's the reverse side where that magnetic stand is. Serious, isn't it? And of course, he's done all of this custom lasering here on the back of the blade. Now you'll get the black leather sheath. You will also get that clear acrylic stand and your painted pony certificate of authenticity. This knife has a value of over $2,000. It is $585, the Buck 101 frame. We will no longer have those, after this sells out, of course, you'll be able to see the other painted ponies that Michael Prater is going to be making with that particular frame, but they are about to be extinct. Hey, today's special, this one's also earning its name. It is special. This is our Quicksilver buoy. And here you get the 2-piece set. They are 15-inch buoys. The one on the top has the stainless steel blade, the standard. And then the one on the bottom has the black finish. And then you have the Quicksilver logo on the blade, the Quicksilver kind of nameplate that's inlaid into that rubber sugar grip handle. Of course, there's the nylon sheets. You're looking at a retail value of $130.66. Now, if I was buying and reselling the today's special, because these are 15-inch buoys, I'm going to be going about $39.95 on each one for one. You're paying $28.50 for the combo, the Quicksilver buoys. Item number is 105846. Also, quickly remind your opera, ask about this. This is a Arnaud Bernard Tusk genuine tusk keychain, and it's $38.50. Very cool item. It looks, I'm going to get some of these for my kids. I think they think that's really cool. They're young drivers. Okay, so look what Michael Prater did. He just came out with this cranberry Choctaw. And this is your standard size Choctaw. It's the 3 3/4 Choctaw. But he has now come out with a new core line we've never seen before until now, debuting here on the Choctaw. So I'm glad, because that's such a large handle, giving you a lot of this cranberry. And the other thing I see in here is the pearl shimmer. So those are very fine flakes of pearl. And doesn't it make it just pop and come to life? So gorgeous. That is $38.50. Item number is 105842. So that is the new cranberry. He should call that the cranberry sparkle. Wouldn't that make an excellent choice for the holidays? 105842. Brand new by Michael Prater. Speaking of the holidays, golly, this is a wonderful gift set. It's made by the Whitetail Cutlery line. It is $28.75. You will get the Skinner and then also the 2 pocket knives. Now, this upsweep Skinner, I remember the day. It was like $28.75 for just the fixed blade. You might remember it too. It hasn't been that long ago. So that is part of this gift set, though. That wonderful Skinner, and it's done with a Delrin handle. It takes on the look of stag. It looks like torched stag is what that looks like. Brass guard and pommel. Now you will get brass liners on the pocket knives. They're up here. We have this lock back, also with the brass guard. It's done in the same Delrin. And then you have the premium trapper here. It also has some nice black and white spacers on those pocket knives. The gift box, so that is the inside of the lid here on the gift box, and then it'll have Whitetail USA Cutlery on the top of the box. See, wouldn't that make a wonderful Christmas gift item? That's what I'm thinking. And that is a really good deal there, $28.75. Every now and then, we'll see some Zippo lighters come through here. Case and Zippo are the same. Both of those companies are under the same umbrella, Case Company. This one does feature the Longtail C logo by Case. Many of you are familiar with that particular logo. And I do know a lot of folks collect Zippo lighters, so they have it taped. I'm not going to open it up, but you guys know what a Zippo lighter looks like. So that's $21.50. We only have 9 of these in stock. So if you are a Zippo and Case collector, that's a goodie right there. 105662, item number, first 9 callers. So next we have a bone stag knife. And bone stag is an interesting handle material that came about through Case. I think it was 10 plus years ago. Don't remember the exact date. But they were wanting to have the look of stag, but not the price of stag. So that's really how bone stag came about. And then when the red stag embargo happened, that was even, was the driving force there also. This is the little pocket hunter for 2020. So they came out here in 2020. I'm going to open that up a little bit more. You can see the 10-dot dating system right there. So if you're looking for the 10 dots, there it is. A lot of people collect the decade knives. And of course, the next time you see the 10 dots, it'll be 2030, and then it'll be 2040. But bone stag, I think this is the first time I've had the bone stag in the little pocket hunter. The other story about the little pocket hunter, it's headed to the vault. The Barlows are in the vault. The Dr. Knives are in the vault. Case picks a frame, puts it in the vault. every year. I think they do that to drive us crazy. But it does drive up the demand, absolutely. And so that pocket hunter and all the other pocket hunters that came out this year are headed to the vault. So you really got to snatch them up when you see them. The pocket hunter item number was 105858. That's a pretty easy number to remember. Now, Winchester, we were so fortunate to have Tim Scott with Winchester here on our show not too long ago. And we were going through all of the different things that he has kind of put out here. And this is a 5 3/4 multi-tool. It is all made in the USA. And Winchester, they did not make a lot of these. Chase, do you remember if he said they made 100 or 200 of these? Regardless, even if it was 200, that's really not a lot. So you'll get all these extra attachments down here. Of course, you can see all the blades and the tools. And this is an item. I mean, if you can keep up with it, it's going to last you a lifetime, and you'll be able to hand it down in the family and then hand it down again and hand it down again. That's what we're looking at. This is so solid, very well made, but made in the USA, Winchester multi-tool. He either said there was 100 made or 200 made. Chase, do you remember by any chance? I was asking about quantity, how many were made. Oh, okay, so 100. There were 2 different multi-tools made, 100 of each one. Okay, gotcha. And then that will come with a little carrying pouch, of course, the gift box, but $98. Item number is 105725. I mean, the fact that there was only 100 made might make it more of a collectible than an item you're going to use, but you can do what you want with it. Here's Autumn's Finest. We have 10 pocket knives. They are all steel warrior done in the Autumn second cut. So that is only going to be $7.80 a piece. We have so many different ones here. There's also a fixed blade in there, and it's priced just like a pocket knife. But there's your 6-inch coonskinner full tang, so you'll get one of those. We also have the premium Trapper Kentucky 5-blade, the Warrior lockback, the Barracuda lockback. We have a locking copperhead. There's a saddle horn Trapper. Let's see, a 4-blade Congress. The Whittler, there's a cigar Whittler in here, very unique frame with that master blade locks. We also have a toothpick and a Kentucky 5-blade. So I've gone through all of them. You're about to see all of them. But these are also Rockwell tested 5658 for $7.80. If you are shopping for pocket knives, I don't think you could find a better brand, a better knife, a better selection for just $7.80 a piece. I truly believe that. I would add on one more pocket knife, which would be the free shipping knife. So if you're picking up on Autumn's Finest, maybe you want to get some fixed blades and some other things to go along with it. We have this locking copperhead, and it's by the Bulldog line, so that also comes with an added benefit. But this knife is $22.50. Item number is 105884. This little item here is getting so much attention, and it's pretty in pink. This is a brand new case toothpick, and it's called the Pink Pearl Karenite. This is a 3-inch toothpick, your standard 3-inch toothpick, and it is also the 2020 that just came out this year. This one is like a Coraline, basically. That's what it reminds me of. But it's coming straight from Case. This is their version of Karenite. That actually came out in August of this year. So it's a fan favorite for the girls here in the studio. Pink Karenite, $57.43. Item number is 105873. Now, here's one for the guys. And it is a lockback. This is done in camo. This is your Mako lockback. It is $42.50. So with hunting season here, fall is here, This is going to be I think it'll be one of the big choices by the case company for sure, the Mako frame. And a lot of times we see the Mako knife in the stainless steel. Now this one does have like the brushed stainless, but a lot of times we see Michael Prater using that Mako to make some of his high-end painted ponies, but it really is a very practical, solid lockback, 4 1/4 there on the handle. Kershaw has come out with some really awesome fast assisted opening knives. And this one is made in the USA. It is the Scallion. And that Scallion is a 3 1/2 inch tactical, and it has the speed safe technology there on the back. So you can lock the knife when it's folded up because they're so fast. You don't want it to open in your pocket or when you're not expecting it to. So you can lock it. That's good. I only have 8 of these left. It is $58.30. You get that made in the USA Kershaw quality and a wonderful fast assisted opening tactical. 104417 item number. We also make that Kershaw in several different colors. That blue's really hot. Hey, speaking of fast opening, now this is what Cases come out with, and it's called a Kickstart. And the Cabernet is, I've really not seen a lot here on the show. I might have picked 2 Cabernet knives today just because they're so rare. But Kickstart means you kick it open and the knife takes over. That has a liner lock and a clip here on the back. So that is your made in the USA brand new Kickstart. They made the Kickstart in the Trapper lock, and they also made it in a folding hunter. This is the Premium Trapper 3D Laser Etch stained glass series that Case has. That is $115.85. It starts out white smooth bone. They do a 3D laser etch. They do the color wash treatment, which gives it that appearance of a stained glass window. And this is the Dove. So they had this series where they made the Dove, the Cross, and the Angel Wings. So I'm not sure if we still have the Angel Wings in stock. We do? Okay. I got the head shake there. We do have the Angel Wings, which I really like that one. I love the Dove, but this one is $115.85. Item number is 103659, and you do have that front and back, the artwork. Giraffe bone, $126.50. It's part of the exotic series through Case, and it's real giraffe bone, which is kind of fascinating. It's a very dense material. You can see a little variation there in the color. I think that's just how, the density of it, but it is in the natural that has not been dyed. Matter of fact, I asked Michael Prater about dyeing giraffe bone, and he said it's really just not done a lot. He wasn't so sure that he had ever dyed a giraffe bone handle just because it's so dense and hard to take the color, I'm sure. Here's another Kickstart, but this one is done in zebra wood. And it's dyed green. So that is basically dyed a pine green color, but you still see the natural zebra wood stripes in there. This is also a made in the USA Case Trapper lock that has that same fast opening, assisted opening technique. You just basically flip open the thumb stud there and the knife takes over. I only have 2 of these left in stock. 2, and then it is sold out. Speaking of green, we have this one here. It's done in an olive green. Now this is the Kershaw Leek. Now the Leek is also made in the USA, but it's a little bit bigger, a little bit larger than the scallion. So that scallion is a 3.5 inch and the leek is a 4. It's a little bit more slimline, I think, but you still have that fast, speedy opening. It is a liner lock. It still has the locking switch there on the back. This one's $68.78, and the leek comes in several different ways. You can get it in solid stainless steel. We had it in the green. We're sold out of the orange, but there's several options. Really like the green. There's only 4 of those left in stock, 105442, item number. Here's the gun stock, also done in the exotic series, which is that giraffe bone. The gun stock, it looks like running kind of low. Of course, we're going to run low on any of those. We didn't even get a whole bunch of them in, but it's $128. Item number is 105674. But when I see the gun stock, the first thing that comes to my mind is, what a rare and unique frame to even start off with. We go through a lot of case knives here on the show. It is rare that I see a gun stock. And to get it in that giraffe bone, I think would even make it more collectible. Now this is a perfect one for the fall. It is that case kickstart. It's done in the chestnut bone. They do a smooth chestnut and they also make a jigged chestnut. Isn't that a great knife? This one's the same size of like a premium trapper. It's the 4 1/8, but you kick it open. They're a lot of fun. They're fast. It's like the new edgy thing by Case. And they only have 2 different kickstarts, you know, that they even make as far as the frame goes. But that's $112. It retails at $172. Item number is 101936 for that Case kickstart. I just like to see that chestnut color here in fall. Okay, so I'm glad we have this one because this is the Folding Hunter kickstart. So we were just talking about the 2 frames. So you can either get the Trapper or this mid-folding Hunter. This one's done in the dark red. It's $108.75. Item number is 100202. 100202, if you'd like to get in on that particular one. It does have, I think it has a lock on a clip on the back. Let me flip it up, yeah. So I'm sure that's gonna be that particular knife you're gonna clip on the top of your pocket there, flip it around, clip it on the inside of your pocket. And then we have one more here. Look how pretty that is. This is Tequila Sunrise. And it's on the big chalk top. We have a standard 3 3/4, and then we have the large 4.5 chalk top. This is the large 4.5. Tequila Sunrise is a Corlon handle Michael Prater makes. It's very popular this summer. It does have that summer vibe to it. And you get so much color. You get that ocean blue, yellow, purple, orange, just some green that shows up in there too. And that's on the large Choctaw. So 1052.90, item number. He didn't use that a lot. See, we had it on a fixed blade, I think a Trapper, and a Choctaw. I don't remember any more frames. Then we're going to finish out the turntable here with another Folding Hunter. Also a kickstart, and this is done in the bone stag. That really neat bone stag, which they've taken a white smooth bone handle, the way they've jigged it and torched it. They want to give it the look of stag. I only have 7 of those left in stock. Item number is 100086. 100086 on that one. First 7 callers. Now I'm hoping, like everything that we see that's low quantity, I would hope that we'll be able to get a restock and have plenty of those around the holidays. I cannot guarantee that. 7 might be all we see between now and December. The Golden Age Antique Jig Bone Trapper. So if you've been waiting on the premium Trapper in this Roman numeral collectible, here it is. And Again, this was their 130th anniversary knife. Of course, when you get a trapper, you can really see that handle. But it was custom made. This particular handle was made just for this anniversary series. You'll see the Roman numerals on the shield, and you'll also see it there on the blade. It's going to be the CXXX, the 130th. They even made the custom gift boxes for the knives. So that trapper is $64.90. And when they sell out, of course, that's it. That actually came out in 2019. That 130th anniversary went from 1889 to 2019. Here's a bargain buy, a bulldog knife. This is done in buffalo horn. Look at that. It is $14.93. Now they went with those slanted bolsters, those crimped bolsters, polished buffalo horn. Get several of these, because every time you buy one, that means you get your name into the drawing. If you buy 3 of them, you will get 3 entries into the giveaway on October the 7th. We'll put all of those entries into our raffle drum. We'll give it a good old spin and draw out the winner on October the 7th. So you guys will be right there with us when we do the giveaway too. But the Bulldog Trapper item number, 105067. $14.93. Valley Forge, Damascus. 1056.85, and this one is going to be a 7.5-inch fixed blade, Valley Forge. Valley Forge has done a lot of really good things, especially in Damascus. Look at the design of that. So this is full tang construction, and they've done this intricate detail work too, and that's solid buffalo horn with the pin. That you have that mosaic pin in the center. You can add a leather lanyard on that if you want. You do get the black leather sheath with it. 1056.85 item number for that 7.5-inch Skinner. Damascus knives used to be double that, triple that in price, $34.50. You just wouldn't even put that typically with a Damascus knife until Valley Forge came about. So they really put Damascus in a whole different field, an affordable range really for everybody. Here's your Southwest extra large Choctaw. And I think this was super popular here in 2020. This turquoise bar. These are reconstituted turquoise bars, and this is the largest Choctaw that we make. It's that big 4.5. And you get that traditional blue color that you see in turquoise. There's a navy, a white, a yellow. There's this multicolor also that's really fun. It's on both sides. It reminds me of the blankets. You guys remember those kind of Southwest blankets that are made in kind of poncho pullover jackets?
I usually see those in Gatlinburg.
Yeah, we do. We'll see them up here in Tennessee. But that is $19.25. Item number is 1057.32. This is another collectible for the presidential race, which is happening in got about 6 more weeks. Trump, keep calm and Trump on. It is $14. This is also a assisted opening snapshot. And it does have keep calm and Trump on, Trump 2020. That's going to be lasered there on the handle with Donald Trump's profile, I guess, there. This is going to be clam packaged. And so for your collecting or reselling, here's the other side. Trump Pence 2020. Whoop. Get back up there. And that's actually, okay, so that's a 4.5 inch on the snapshot. Oh, this is another Trump knife here. This is a new one. This is a premium trapper. And the knife itself is a handmade bear and bull. So this portion of the knife is oxhorn. You have this turquoise, the red turquoise, and actually mother of pearl stripes. America wins. And then here's your flag. It has a print of the American flag on the master blade. I think they also filed the spine of the knife too. Handmade bear and bull, and this medallion goes along with it. This is a 24 karat gold plated Trump medallion, and you have the presidential seal on the other side. Keep America Great 2020. And that, of course, is encapsulated on the medallion. 104400, item number, for $48.75. Gosh, we have another deer stag item here for you. Hen and Rooster German hand-forged Congress for $98. And this one's a 3.5 inch Congress. They went, of course, with the Hen and Rooster shield, which it's kind of a brushed bronze shield that's rich with tradition when you think of Hen and Rooster. There's the other side, so you have that top quality deer stag. 4-blade Congress, German stainless steel, and this again is your hand-forged Hen and Rooster, which I call the cream of the crop, the best of the best in that Hen and Rooster line. 103083, item number. That's the 124DS 4-blade Congress. It's kind of a slimline Congress also. If you're looking for kitchen cutlery, well, that's a good buy right here. This is also Hen and Rooster, and it's a kitchen block set. Of course, you'll get all the knives here. You get a 12.5 inch chef knife. We have a 13 inch slicing knife, an 11.5 inch Santuco right here on top, the 9 inch utility, and the 7.5 inch paring knife. And those will come with this black ABS handle. They are full tang construction, and the wooden block over there on the side, very traditional. And folks, that's only $29.95. Then it even has that Hen and Rooster logo there on the front. Item number is 105696. Again, $29.95. Hen and Rooster International. And then right next to the block, you have these pocket knives over here. This block is heavy. Any kitchen block, for the most part, is heavy. If you would like to get the knives, that'll give you free shipping on your entire order. So if you're buying the kitchen block set, don't pay for shipping because you don't have to. You can get one of these copperheads, and it's $22.50. Item number is 105884. But we have the assortment, the red, the blue, the buffalo, and the ram's horn. Those are going to be the 4 choices that will be sent out. But if you get in on the free shipping knife, you will get one of those, and then you'll also get free shipping on your entire order. That's the name of the game on that. So don't miss out on the free shipping opportunity. Next up, we have buffalo horn, it looks like. Valley Forge Damascus and buffalo horn. This is $34.50. Chase, is this the same knife that we saw on that graphic earlier? Okay, I do have the exact length now on that. That is a 7.5 inch fixed blade. So if you see it on the graphic, it's 7.5, or here it is live and in action here. But it's $34.50. They call it Mosaic Damascus. It does have a red mosaic pin and genuine Damascus blades. They do all this extra firework too on the back of the blade. I get a leather lanyard. This comes out with a very cool looking leather sheath. Look at this two-tone leather sheath. It's a mahogany color on this end, fades to a black. Looks good. So, Valley Forge Mosaic Damascus, $34.50. Item number 105686. 7.5 inches. I have a few collector sets here for you. We actually have 3 lined up in a row. These come with leather-bound gift boxes. The first one is going to be the Trump God Bless America, and it is $48.75. The Trapper is the handle itself is called God Bless America. This is a red, white, and blue swirl comp handle. The blades will have God Bless America Trump 2020 on the blades. This will also come with, ooh, I like this. This one is a printed, it does have the color, but it also has the 24 karat gold plating on this medallion, Trump 2020, and it's encapsulated so the grandkids can look at it. Anybody can pick it up and look at it. Seal of the President of the United States. That's on that. Oh, let me show you this too. I think this is nice. The gift box here also has the presidential seal. That is a white leather-bound gift box that goes out with that one. But this does have that full color medallion and the gold-plated Trump. The next item that we have here is also in a leather-bound gift box. This is your case leather-bound gift box for that 130th anniversary. Now, the difference between this one and the Trapper we saw just a minute ago is the fact that this does have all of this artwork on the blades. It'll have handcrafted knives, of course, the CXXX, 130 years, and then it's going to be dated. These are also numbered. I'm actually holding number 1 in the series. Limited edition. I'm not sure how many of those were made, but it looks like I only have about 120 of those left. And that is $89.75. Item number is 104939. That is your antique jig bone anniversary, 130th anniversary. And then the last one here is this is the Trump Golden Nugget. Boy, this is the Donald Trump hour. You've probably seen, honestly, all of the Trump knives that we have in circulation right now. So if you've been trying to catch them all, we did have them. It is the Golden Nugget Corlon, and Michael Prater made this Corlon specifically for this Trump knife. I've only seen it on this knife. And then you'll get the gold and the red on the blades. And that also has the 24 karat gold plated Trump medallion with it too. Comes with that leather-bound gift box. That is $88.75. Item number is 104700. 104700. The Trump Golden Nugget. That was also a very limited. We only have 44 of those left in stock. It's definitely the year to collect these kind of odd finds, the presidential collectibles and things like that. Hey, I have the Madam Butterfly. Earlier on the show, the first hour, we saw the dragonfly. I made mention of the butterfly, and here it is. So it also has the yellow butterflies. Yellow is my favorite color. I love to see these beautiful dragonflies and butterflies in the wild. You do have a laser etch on the top portion of that blade. These are fast, assisted opening knives. It does, of course, have the clip on the back, but solid stainless steel, great working knife with that 3D butterfly design. And they're only $14. Madam Butterfly. Ask your operator about the Dragonfly because I seriously doubt I can find that number fast enough. But if you do what? No, I don't think so. We do have, or Chase, if you come across it, let me know on the Dragonfly. I think if you get one, you're gonna want the other. I do think it's cool. Oh, Chase is screaming at me. It's $1057.98. Oh, and it's just one number off. So you guys help me remember that next time. So $1057.98 for the Dragonfly. The Butterfly is $1057.97. Look at how fast it is. These are the new fun assisted opening knives. Oh, speaking of assisted opening. Hey, this next item is Hen and Rooster. And it has burl wood here on the handle. But now the real story on this knife is the fact Hen and Rooster doesn't make assisted opening tacticals. This is the only one that I know of. See, that is only $30. And that's pretty impressive also. Hen and Rooster. And then what they did here, this blade design, this is different. I've only seen it on this one Hen and Rooster knife. But they do a laser etch that looks like a feather Damascus. And then they carry it through here on the bolster too. 1037.21. It's a liner lock, has the clip. I'm all in on that. That's nice. Very, very nice. Well, I haven't had a pearl set on the show yet, but you're about to see one here on our turntable. And it is called Pearl Fantasy. And there are 9 different pearl knives here, but they are all a Coe River, but just 9 different frames. In the center, there's 2 different trappers. You have your traditional premium trapper, and then there's more of this dog leg slimline trapper on the other side with the spacers. Again, made by Coe River, and gosh, that's only $13 and change. That has the slabs of pearl right there on the surface too. The rest of these will have a clear coat. You can carry the knife that it protects that pearl if it's in your pocket with change, or if it's in the bottom of your purse with, if your purse is like mine, it's like a mystery down there, all those different things happening. Coins, pins, whatever your kids throw in there. But we have a toothpick. Here's the Stockman, the Whittler, a peanut, a lady leg knife. Now this is like the first lady leg knife I've seen today. The small size canoe, the Shiner lockback, which that lockback is a 3 3/4, and a toothpick. A Coe River has come out also with a full-size canoe now, and that's really exciting. I know it was on Todd's show earlier. They're a little bit larger. I think they're 3 1/2, but the canoe that you see here on the table is a 3, and up until this point, that's the only one we had ever seen by the Coe River lines. That's really neat. The fact that they're just $13 and change a piece is impressive. So you get all 9, guaranteed there, $120, $1057.41. And get this, your retail value is $601. That's because pearl brings such a high retail value. Pearl and abalone, those are going to be some of your premier, top of the line, most expensive handle materials. So when you come across a set and it's only $13, it gets my attention. Pearl Fantasy. Fixed blades. This fixed blade set's called Elite Operations, and it is $88 for the 10-piece set. So all these buoys here, folks, are just $8 and change. There are a lot of 15-inch buoys there on the table. $1055.91 is your item number. There is a machete right there. It's the Quicksilver machete. It's an 18-inch machete. Also has the rubber grip handle. You have several other 15-inch buoys. This particular rack is, you get 3 in the 12, 1 in the 15. All 3 here are 15-inch buoys. I mean, $8.80 a piece. And I know you guys have been to other stores and you've seen what 18-inch machetes and 15-inch buoys they're typically priced at. They're not $8. So enjoy the deals when you come across them. You are buying factory direct on the Elite Operations. Item number 105591. You'll get the nylon sheaths, the Tack Extreme nylon sheaths that you see here, or the hard case sheaths, either one. We kind of varied those up. I think the 12-inch will have the hard case. Retail value is $349.96 if you have your eye on buying and reselling. That's a pretty big retail value there. Different blade designs, but they all pretty much have this blacked out finish on the blades too, kind of that midnight look. That is a loaded turntable, and those are all guaranteed fixed blades, guaranteed buoys. Pretty impressive. Have you guys, I know if you guys have seen the show at any time, you've probably seen the Mustang Mojave line, but some of you guys may not. And this is a beautiful jig bone handle. And for $58.75, you get the 6 different ones. They're only $9.79 a piece. For pocket knives of that quality, of that beauty, this is German stainless high mirror polish on the blades. And the Mustang Mojave line also gives you some frames that you don't see other places. This is the double locking Moose or Mustang, and both of those blades will lock separately. It's only in this line. This is also done with a worm groove jigging. It's a butterum jig handle, and it even has the sunrise bolsters. I thought that was very pretty also. There's tons of detail on these knives for only $9 a change. That's the Barracuda lock back. Here's your toothpick. We have a locking copperhead and then a saddle horn trapper and a single blade copperhead that also locks. This is one of my favorite pocket knife collections of the day. We've saved the best to last here on the Mustang Mojave 6-pack. Item number is 104911. 104911. Hey, here's a deer stag buy, and I think this is also hen and rooster. This is the big elk, the stag elk, and it is $58.70. This is your 12-inch barrel stag. It's done with rat tail tang, and they've left this perfect stag handle as is. You have the cocobolo and brass spacers, brass garden pommel, a small blood groove down the blade there, and a very fine leather sheath. On the back of the leather sheath, Jim Frost will also autograph that for you guys. He's been the owner of Hen and Rooster since the early 80s. You'll have that Hen and Rooster logo on the front and also on the snap. And then Jim's going to autograph the back. So back in stock, been a while, yes we know. They are here, and at $58.70, that's a great deal for Hen and Rooster. $1054.50, item number. Is this another Trump knife? It sure is. Keep calm, Trump on. This can't be right. Are there some more knives that go along with this, Chase? I know it says 1 piece, but on the computer it's showing like 4. I think what they did, they had 4, but they called it like a 1 4-piece set. Okay, so yes, you do get 4 of these, and Drew just found the rest of them. So it is going to be clam packaged, the Trump pins. And let me see some. There you go. So here's the other 3. It's a great little dealer pack on that. Oh, so that's going to be what, $6 and change a piece? Back up there. And they never want to work for me. It's like Drew always makes them work, and then I come over here and knock them all down. Look, it doesn't even want to stay in that stand. What's wrong with that stand? Can't be me. So that's the Keep Calm Trump On. I do want you to understand you will get all 4 of those. Item number is 104248. Okay? Now that we have that all clear, are we going to get to this other item or are we going to stop here? What do you guys want to do? What do you think, Gil? Want to stop here? Okay, Gil said yes. We will. We'll stop there. Hey, keep in mind we do have a way for you to get free shipping on your entire order, and that's getting in on the Bulldog copper locks. So just pick up on one of those. Item number, let's see, 105884. There it is. There's a choice of them. You could get the blue one or the green one, the buffalo, or the oxhorn. Okay, so there's that great choice there for you guys, but it gives you free shipping on your entire order. Go to our website, cutlerycorner.net. Lots of good things to shop around there, and also register to win. Thanks for joining me.